Who else do I see? I see Brad. What's up, Brad? Let's see if this is live or not. See if Brad can even hear me. Sting will take his first loss. I think Sting's first loss is going to be his last match. I don't think it'll be him versus Darby, and Darby will be the one to beat him, and then they'll hug, and that'll be the torch pass, and then we'll be out. All right, yeah, it's working. Okay, good. Welcome, Brad, and welcome, Radio. Thank you very much for being here on the YouTube. There's a poll going on YouTube as well about which part of the show you're most excited about.
Break
So
down
if you guys
and
want to be
analyze
part
the
of the poll, get to the
psychology
YouTube
and elements
chat.
of the pro wrestling hot tag right after this.
Okay, I gotta pump this down a little bit. It's kind of loud. Jeez. Yeah, let's get over here.
Hey everyone, this is Stevie Richards. Welcome back to the home studio. I'm very excited to bring you
Let's
this
go. Oh
particular
my
video
goodness.
concerning the psychology, aspects, and elements, everything that goes into a successful hot tag in pro wrestling. And this request comes from my Patreon supporters at patreon.com/Stevie Richards.
Oh my goodness.
So excited
It's
to show you
Lord
what went
Brother
right
Tista.
when it comes to a great hot tag. And at the end, we're going to talk about what went wrong and
Lord
what goes
Brother
into
Tista.
a cold,
All right, let me make
aka
sure I got this.
lukewarm tag.
Okay.
Sometimes you're lucky to get
Lord
a lukewarm
Brother
tag.
Tista, dude.
But
Thank you very
in
much.
this case, we're going to really break down
Lord
and
Brother
analyze
Darkness, thank you
a
very much.
dead, cold tag
36
at the
bits,
end, but
36
I like to
chambers.
start off with positives and positively, without a shadow
But yeah,
of a
I do
doubt,
think Sting will take a
these
loss
two
in AEW,
teams
but I think it'll
are
be
two
his
of the
last
best
match. I
to
don't think it'll be
ever do
tonight.
it. The Rock
But
and
hey,
Roll
I've been
Express
surprised by
and the
some of the
Midnight
booking they've done.
Express.
So
If you want to get Hot Tag 101
maybe you're
or
right.
even an advanced course in the Hot Tag, watch these matches. You'll learn a lot from
Let's
the
go. We're
Midnight
gonna learn
Express
the
and
importance
the
of the
Rock
hot
and Roll
tag,
Express. And even in
or the art of the
2024,
hot
these
tag.
matches still hold up today. This is from 1984, and you've probably seen the video where I said it was the most innovative hot tag in pro wrestling history.
Don't start with the
and
internet
I still
stuff,
stand by
please.
that.
Just
All right,
don't
let's
do
get
it.
right into it. And before we start the hot tag, I really want to point out all four of these guys, their punches. I'm going to do a dedicated video
I don't
on the
see
pro
anything
wrestling
wrong.
punch.
It's just YouTube
Look at
tripping,
this
I think.
punch by Ricky Morton. Measures
Oh my
and
goodness.
hits right there. Measures and hits right there. Really great stuff.
Sting
now, we're
versus
about to
Ric
go
Flair versus
into
Darby Allin.
what's
I
called
hope
the
not.
heat
I don't want to
spot.
see
So
Ric
the
Flair
heat
in the
spot
ring.
begins the
You
heat,
might be right, but
and
I
it's
hope
an
you're not.
important element in the hot tag. You need a great set of heat.
Last time I saw
or at
Sting in
least
the
a
ring, I
really
was
good set of
genuinely
heat
scared,
to have that
like
tag.
for real
In other
scared
words,
that he was about
the
to die.
analogy is a one-to-one
This is not me
analogy.
being
The better the heat is,
hyperbolic
the better
or
the hot tag is
exaggerating. I
going to be.
legitimately
There's
was
other
sitting
elements
right
we'll
in this
point out
chair,
this video,
scared Ric
but
Flair was
that's
about
the
to die.
number one thing. And right here, we're about to
So
go
no,
into
I'm
the
cool.
heat.
But
There's a
you might
headlock
be
right
right.
here,
I just hope
and
you're
you can
not.
see the
I don't
racket
need to
right
see it.
there, and the referee does not see it. So great heat
Was
spot
Julia Hart
to
or
drop
Sky Blue on
down
tonight?
and the
Yes.
hit. You could
Julia
also
Hart is
replace
in
that
a
with a
4-on-4
knee or a
women's
low bridge
match.
where Ricky Morton would go over the top rope, which, by the way, at the time in the NWA,
She's teaming up with
it was
Paige.
illegal to go over the
Saraya.
top rope or help throw your opponent over the top rope. And we're going to see
LBD,
that
welcome to the
during
chat, by the
course
way, and
of
thank
the
you so
heat
much.
of this match.
Versus,
really incredible stuff. So a very important aspect for the heels, the bad guys, to get good
Kris
or great
Statlander,
heat on the babyface, aka the good guys, is cutting the ring
Willow
in half. This is
Nightingale,
mainly a tag team match where you're going to want to cut the ring in half
and two other
and
girls.
keep
I
your
don't know.
opponent
I forgot.
in this corner, not letting your opponent get too close to the other babyface tag team
Julia
partner.
Hart's teaming up
And
with
the Midnight
Saraya,
Express did
Ruby
this
Soho,
better than anybody. Let's take a
and
look at this right here. You can see tagging, holding him in the corner,
one other girl.
working the back, and as Ricky
Wings!
tries
Thunder Rosa. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
to
thank
reach,
you.
he's
Thunder
always
Rosa is
trying
on the Kris
to make
Statlander
his
team.
way over to the corner.
Red
towards Robert
Velvet,
Gibson.
maybe. That'd be
You
cool.
can see right there, Bobby Eaton comes over, and what he's going to do, not many people do. Look at this. His back, Ricky Morton is going this way.
I think Sky Blue's
towards
on that
Dennis
team with
Condrey,
Julia
towards
Hart
the
as
heel
well. I think
corner
both of them are in
and
that match.
further away from the babyface corner there with Robert Gibson. So that's excellent. And Bobby has his
Is there a
back
return? No.
there to drop
Thunder
Ricky
Rosa's return was
towards
on Collision.
his corner right there. Now on the babyface side, the
She teamed up
babyface
with
cannot
Abaddon or
die,
something
cannot
like that, I
just
think.
lay there. The babyface, even if it's this much life or fight,
She has a
in
new
the
theme song,
babyface,
too. It's better than
babyface
her old one,
needs
but I
to
still
stay
don't
alive
like it that
during
much.
the entire
It could be
heat.
better.
And once again, nobody does it better than Ricky Morton. The fire, the selling, the fighting.
But then
him,
again,
even
I'm
when
not
he's
sure
all
of
the
it.
way down, he's still going to
Is
continue to fight.
the
And I
Punisher?
point
Yeah,
out the
Goki, I
punch.
am.
Once again,
I'm the
look
Punisher
at these
today.
punches. These are amazing punches right there, and he cuts them off. And here, right there, throws him over
It's
the
almost
top
time.
rope.
I didn't
When
even
the
know Thunder
ref
Rosa
is
came back. Yeah,
distracted by Dennis
she
Condrey.
jumped off the
See
announce
Dennis
table,
going
or
over
she was
and
the
pulling
announcer.
referee,
She does the Spanish
throws
commentary.
him over. Should be a DQ,
She
which is causing
came from the
more
announce table
heat
to help
on the heels
Abaddon,
and more
and that was her
sympathy on the
return.
baby faces.
And then she had a
Also,
match after
fans
that.
really want to see Ricky tag Roberts so he can just kick
And
the
she has a
Midnight
new theme
Express's
song, but
ass because of
it's
stuff
better
like
than
this.
the old one. The old one really
This
didn't
is
fit.
great.
This
Just
one,
the timing. Look at
this
him
one fits
pulling the
better, so I
referee,
like it better. But I
and
still think
Bobby
it's
knows it,
got areas of
cuts
opportunity.
him off and throws him. The timing,
Mary, welcome.
literally, this is what's missing from tag team wrestling: the connection and the way guys are synced up like this. You don't see it every day. So in this clip, Ricky is inching closer to Robert Gibson. He's about a fingertip away from making the hot tag, and Bobby Eaton comes running across and cuts Robert Gibson off. Remember this spot, because when it comes time for the hot tag and Robert's had enough, he reciprocates how he's been provoked by the heels. Check this out. This is great right here. Cuts him off, and they bring him back to the corner right there. There goes Robert. He's fired up, and they just start blasting Ricky, and the referee's not seeing it, and the fans are screaming. Bobby gets out before the referee turns around. Really great stuff right now. But, like I said, put a pin in your mind on that, because Robert is actually going to make a comeback. Robert's going to get a receipt for what they've been doing to Ricky the entire match. All right, here we go. To me, this is still one of the most innovative, if not the most innovative, hot tag in wrestling history.
Hey, it's Silly Kelly.
But remember, the Midnight Express have been
Ricky
cutting the
Morton,
ring in
Rob
half.
Gibson.
They've been
Yeah,
hitting
baby.
Robert off the apron. They've really been provoking Robert. They've been throwing Ricky over the top rope and cheating every chance they get. So the heat just keeps going up and up and up, and the people want to see that hot tag. Robert's had enough.
My goodness.
They have Ricky in the corner
Yo.
right here, and they're beating the hell out of him.
It's time. We
Robert
saw this
says,
scene last
"I've
night.
had enough."
Upgrades.
He feels his own partner
Oh, yeah.
out of the corner, and then
Oh,
here
yeah.
comes the
Look at this. The hookup.
punches are amazing. Boom, right there. Let's go back. I can't get enough of this.
Look
This
at
is
this.
great.
The alley-oop.
Here it
LBD
goes,
with the
comes right
alley-oop.
there.
Thank you so much, man.
Robert, boom, boom, Beal out of the
Alley-oops
corner,
to Kelly.
through the middle rope. Ricky's
Kelly
there,
slams it
hot
home.
tag.
Congratulations, man.
Boom,
Thank you very
boom.
much for the
Oh my goodness.
generosity for
boom,
LBD, and congratulations
another
to Kelly.
punch,
Kelly
room
Scott
for a
Matthews
drop
with the
kick.
20 months,
Amazing
it
stuff.
said, I
You
think.
can't get any better. This here, if you're a young wrestler or somebody who wants to get into the business,
Yeah, I think
or
so.
you've been wrestling and you don't
Thank
have
you
a
so
clue,
much, man.
or don't know exactly what
Draco,
goes into
welcome.
it, watch
Welcome to the
these
stream, man. It's
teams.
almost time.
Watch
Oh, it is
the
time.
way this match goes.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
This is about the most perfect match up until this point. From the beginning up until now, you get
We're going to continue this later. I don't know how much later, but we will definitely continue. So I'd like to really delve into what makes the hot tag really work, in his opinion, because I do feel like it's a very important part of tag team wrestling, and it's something that hasn't been done as well recently as it could have been.
On AEW, and it's great to be back in Jacksonville. And Tags, what a way to start it! Absolutely.
Oh my goodness! Starting with the cowboy, the Hangman. Here he comes. All right, let's get the Hangman on the docket. Did I not hear Excalibur starting the show? It's time. Daly's Place. What a return. I feel like they should have come back here way earlier than this, but it's so nice to see it.
That only seems...
Oh my goodness, dude. You hyped me up right there. I thought we were just gonna get Kenny. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yo, LBD, you hyped me up and then scared me. I was like, man, I hope he's gonna be okay. As soon as I heard it, I thought he was gonna be here, and then I'm like, wait, is he gonna be on crutches or what? Wouldn't be the first person we've seen in weeks on crutches coming out here. Oh, he's jumping him. Why is Hangman Page jumping Claudio like this? Oh, because he just wants to fight somebody.
Outside of Daly's Place, this is the first time competing inside an AEW ring inside Daly's Place.
Aha. All right, let's get a prediction in here and see what you guys think is going on. You said Excalibur is definitely here. Yeah, I just heard him.
Both these athletes, Hangman and Claudio Castagnoli, are heavy hitters, as you can tell right here on the outside of the ring.
It wouldn't be a homecoming without him, so I guess I'm okay with it.
Hangman wants to fight. That's great because Claudio, he gets paid to fight. He gets paid to wrestle. He loves what he does as he sends Hangman hard into the barricade.
Let's go.
Yeah, you make a good point.
Who's winning? Adam or Claudio?
To knuckle up and fight. And we're kicking this thing off tonight in a perfect way with two guys that are perfect at fighting.
All right, prediction is open, guys. Get your prediction in now if you'd like for it to count. The prediction is on my Twitch channel, by the way, so if you're watching on YouTube, getting to Twitch would be good. But if you're gonna watch me on YouTube, that's good too. It's just I'm letting you know where you can be at if you want to take part in the predictions.
As Hangman returns, Claudio Castagnoli into the
Man, they really hooked up this background here.
As this crowd showing their support for Hangman Adam Page.
That's a big, powerful man right there. This is amazing. The feeling right
The setup here is cool, man. They need to come back here more often. Not your favorite Excalibur. Yeah, we got a bit cooler Excalibur that hangs out in the chat.
Got that 8-person tag team match. We will hear from the newly crowned AEW World Champion Samoa Joe.
Draco.
Dynamite.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Anna Jay is the last one I forgot on the Good Girl squad, which I didn't think of her as a good girl, but I guess she's cool now.
Tornado tag team match. Konosuke, Takeshita, Powerhouse, Hobbs, the Don Callis family facing Sting and Darby, Allin, Jim Ross, good old JR will be joining us at the desk for that one.
It's going to be great, that tornado tag. That means all men in the
good
ring.
Old JR.
It was right here at Daly's Place where Sting returned
Let's
to
get
wrestling
it.
and walked through and walked in the entranceway and just
Jeez,
shocked the
man.
world.
Clobbering uppercuts. It's clobbering time.
To his final match on March 3rd in Revolution.
Taz, this match, we are
Hangman's getting stomped on with both of Claudio's feet, and he takes the time to like fix his hair. It's like, come on, man, just wait a second. Don't fix your hair while you're getting stomped. Kind of takes the pain aspect out of what you're going through.
Good matches, great fights, good fights. That's what this is. You're witnessing right here. This is at its best. Claudio
Ouch.
and Hangman knuckling up.
And you see Hangman just absorbing those shots from Claudio, walking forward, pressing forward.
Claudio needs to stomp harder.
not often, Tony. You see Claudio get back.
You got Bouye spot. Is this sold out? I hope so, man. This place rocks and rolls when they have it full. It sounds better than the arenas they've been in recently. It's an amphitheater, you know, and that's what an amphitheater is built for. It's built for concerts and plays, you know, and when you have acoustics set up that way, you can put a crowd in there that's going to echo and reverb and do all the right things for a television show. You just have to mic it up right. I feel like this place should have stayed their like a special home for them. Like every other month they should have been back here for one Dynamite or something.
Locking up those legs.
Jimmy Johns. Yeah, I love this arena.
Let's see what Hangman's got left here.
I remember Hangman, a former AEW World Champion.
Got to protect the hair, Gritty. Yeah, I know all about that. But, you know, I protect my hair when I'm, like, before or after I'm getting stomped, not during. Death Valley on his neck. Oh, God. Let's do this, Jimmy Johns.
I'm sorry.
Let's not. I've had enough. I've had enough technical difficulties recently. I kind of need a little vacation from technical issues. If it's not my PC, it's my power. If it's not the power, it's my hard drive. If it's not my hard drive, it's my microphone. If it's not my microphone, it's my internet. If it's not my internet, it's my upload speed instead of the download speed. If it's not that, it's my CPU maxing out for no reason, like the OBS having issues. Like I've just had back to back technical issues, man. I need a little vacation from problems. I need a woo-saw from having to call what's the name of that show, the IT crowd or whatever. I need a break from having to call them up.
Could have the added effect of making Claudio a little gun-shy on those uppercuts as this match progresses.
Exactly.
I got 99 problems. Oh yeah, I got 99 answers, but can't solve one problem. No idea why these guys are fighting. Yeah, me either. And Hangman, he jump-started this like they're in some sort of blood feud or something.
And two of the biggest stars in AEW, no doubt.
Hangman off the middle.
And someone like Hangman, who's been an AEW guy from day one. Look at this.
Ouch. Ooh, that looked like it could have hurt.
And now Hangman Adam Page continuing to rain down rights on Claudio Castagnoli. And you can see Hangman.
What was they, Hangman?
This has been a very physical back and forth battle.
I have no problem with random matches. The only problem I have with random matches is when people portray them as blood feud type stuff, where you're jump starting matches and hitting people with objects. And I think you need to save those things for when you actually have a reason to do them, because it downgrades the effectiveness of those things. Oh my God! He threw him on the ramp. Military press slam. Calgon? Who's Calgon?
Wow. Man, that was nasty, guys. Oh, boy. Oh.
Jeez, man. Military press slam onto the ramp.
Yeah, that reinforced.
If this is a #1 contenders match, yeah, that'd be cool.
A fixture here all throughout the pandemic era in the Daily's place. Well, maybe not all throughout, but it was employed by many competitors, just like it was Claudio Castagnoli.
You guys see the YouTube thumbnail? I hope you guys saw it.
And I think Claudio, Tony,
I hope you'll take a look at it. I took some time.
And remember, Hangman, even though he's level with the ring, he's still outside of the ring.
Yeah, good
he can get counted out.
You are correct, sir.
And you are correct, Taz, because Claudio said count him out. Ooh.
And Claudio immediately seizing on Hangman.
What did you say? Calgon, take me away. Oh, who's Calgon? Is it a brand of lotion or something? Sounds like lotion. Calamine lotion. Calgon lotion. Adam Page needs to ride a horse where he can change gears. Oh my goodness.
I have no idea, but this can't be good for Hangman at all. If he
Cowboy shift. Cowboy shift. I'm gonna get you, Kelly. I'm gonna have Dudley get you. It was a bubble bath. Oh, I was kind of close, I guess. Epic thumbnail. Thank you, Goki. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Dirty mother, shut your mouth.
Got that rear chin lock in, could turn it into a bulldog choke like.
Claudio has got his arm all over Hangman's neck right now, just choking him.
Instead, Claudio, happy to.
I do like this Hangman though, the vicious Hangman. He's let his mustache grow out a little bit more. He's visually becoming more rugged, and it's lining up with his behavior as well. I love when you do visual and action-based storytelling.
Tight grip, Taz does not relinquish the hold. He's got great grip strength. I mean, he's a powerhouse. That's well documented. I mean,
kind of like their Sheamus McIntyre. Hope this turns into a feud.
And that helps in this business. In this
I can see it.
Not only rising up here, Taz, using his legs for leverage as well. Look at this.
Sure.
Claudio grip loose.
Wonder how much these tickets were. Seems like it would be a destination show right here.
AEW Dynamite live.
AEW Dynamite.
Jacksonville, Florida. Claudio Castagnoli.
I love the look of the stage, man. They killed it tonight. This looks incredible. It's like a perfect mixture of the old and the new. If they put me in charge of making a show that's like AEW Homecoming, this is what I would do. I'd make it a mixture of the old and the new. Give it a new coat of paint, a new presentation a little bit when it comes to the color scheme, but I'd also keep that old like ramp straight to the ring feeling and all that. The setup is awesome. This is looking really nice. And this is a heck of a way to start the show off too. I'm so glad I didn't hear Orange Cassidy's music to start the show. Because that would immediately push it over the edge into, this is not a homecoming, this is just a new era completely of like the way Tony's doing things. Because it never used to be like that, you know? This is a good mixture of old and new. Even with the match, they just said Claudio has never wrestled here. So it's a nice mixture of old and new everywhere. Everywhere you look and every way you can like come at it. Oh my goodness, lariat over the top rope.
I love it, not fancy, but extremely effective.
Fans are calling for it. And he's on the outside.
The only member of the Elite who's actually here. The last Elite standing. Hangman Page. Much love and well wishes to Kenny Omega, by the way. I hope he's doing well, and I hope that he's the dude's a freakish athlete, and he's probably doing well, but I hope for it. Put some positive energy in the air for him. Couldn't hurt.
Yeah, I don't quite agree with it.
Claudio getting a little cocky here. Putting feet on his face. The last of the Elites. The next AEW pay-per-view. Yeah, this is a good opening. I love the Abyss. Need to be in the Rumble match, he would kill it. Abyss? The guy from Impact? Oh my god, over the top rope. Both of them flip over the top. Both men found their feet on the way down, though, so that was smooth.
You're right about the back, and you can see Hangman just, he's in some pain here, pulling himself up.
Has Hangman ever been Ring of Honor World Champion? No, get caught. He tried to hit him with the moonsault and got caught. You know who you're flipping on? I'm sorry, Hangman, but you're flipped on the wrong one. Try to flip and get flipped on. Try to flip and get flipped on. Wrestling a man who's strong like he's from Krypton. We're doing something in WWE. Oh, okay, so we're talking about the same person, okay. Joseph Parks, nice. Yeah, I heard about that, actually. It's all coming together. Thank you, J-Rock. It's funny, the Homecoming logo, it looks like the WWE logo. Even below it, it's got the same underline. You see it? It looks like a W, and it looks like it has the WWE thing below it too.
He made it look easy, but it's not easy.
Now back inside the ring, Claudio Castagnoli, you can see very.
It's kind of funny. I wonder if anybody brought that up.
Got the boot up into the corner.
Again, the strength of Claudio. Isn't this amazing?
Yeah, it is.
Come here, dude.
Yeah.
Can you imagine wrestling Claudio? It's got to be just a nightmare. Tombstone, pile driver, center of the ring. No hope for a rope. Claudio kicks.
Too strong is Claudio.
Tony Khan's like, sue me, Triple H, I dare. Yeah, that'd actually be good for him. Get a bunch of headlines and stuff. He's got the money.
Those pile driver type maneuvers, that may have been Claudio's saving grace. Yeah, you're right about that, and that's a good point about the BCC and their training methods as far as next strength.
It's literally like the WWE logo. It just doesn't stick out further than the stripe, the bottom underline thing. It looks like the old Scratch logo a little bit.
Well, he's calling for it, the buckshot lariat. Fans responded that time, but he's got to get Claudio position.
Now he's thinking Deadeye.
Deadeye, you're right.
Claudio knows it's coming.
I see a Wu-Tang shirt. Oh, Wu-Tang hoodie. Hangman. Face first off the top turnbuckle, and he's just sitting in the corner feeling the pain.
Speaking of beasts,
you see it?
Tonight, the world champion.
Great call.
I noticed that when I was making the thumbnail today. I was like, oh, hang on a second.
By the FTW champion Hook.
Oh, you're catching these uppercuts.
Claudio Castagnoli now right and left uppercuts as Hangman fading in the corner.
Oh, he's fading the right. Hangman's in trouble, man.
Let's go.
Bryce Remsburg ordering Claudio back out towards the center of the
clobbering clotheslines.
Short arm lariat. Might get it.
I'm wearing Wu-Tang long sleeve. Wu-Tang Wednesday. Nice. Surprise entrance for Royal Rumble from another company, like Mickey James ones. Who you got?
Into the jaw. Just an amazing match, and we are just getting started here. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, Deadeye.
Can he cover him? Man, he fell the other way.
Hangman, the near leg is hooked, and Claudio able to kick out.
I'm trying to think of who would get a reaction.
May have been the only thing that saved Claudio that time.
Well, when Hangman landed, looked like he landed and spilled away from his opponent.
I don't know if Okada is out of contract or whatever. I would love Okada, but I'm not sure if that would get a reaction.
To get away from your opponent, have to take an offensive move like that is big.
Claudio counters the uppercut.
Well,
gosh, that's tough, man, because I feel like everybody's scooped up right now. And I don't know if there's anybody in Impact who would really do that, or TNA who would really do much for like crowd reaction.
Hangman on the ropes as Claudio, uppercutting Hangman, and now what does Claudio have in
I guess
mind?
like Rhino would be cool. I think Rhino would get a reaction. Oh my God. Ooh, that was almost bad. I think Rhino would get a good reaction. I think the return of Ryback would be really cool. Oh gosh. I had somebody else too. I was just thinking about it. Forgot who it was though. Ken Shamrock would be kind of cool if he's still able to do anything. I don't know how he's feeling. Hangman won. Yeah, I think Sean Spears is a foregone conclusion though, because I think he's just all the way out. Batu would be cool, yeah. I'm down with that. MJF. Yeah, but we don't know though. I see what you're saying, but I don't know if he's actually out of contract or not. But yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know if he'd get as big a reaction as people think he would, but
congratulations, Hangman Adam Page, and fans.
That would be cool.
Shifting gears. On March 18th, 2020, just
Hangman gets the win.
Residency here in Jacksonville and at Daly's Place.
That's a pretty big win, dude.
Burst onto the scene here in AEW and made an immediate impact.
Nice, we're getting some Brody Lee.
Competitor, the greatest TNT champion in the history of the title, without a doubt. And
I love his theme song.
Blessed us with some of the greatest moments.
Brody.
And he's somebody that will live forever in all of our hearts.
Yeah, I'm just not. I just don't have that feeling that MJF is really out of contract. I don't know. There are people that I'd like to see in the Rumble, but I'm thinking about it like, hey, who would get a reaction out of the crowd that would be legendary?
In our hearts and minds, always a part of AEW, and we do miss you, Brody Lee. As you see there,
Heck yeah.
AJ teaming with Willow Nightingale, Kris Statlander, and Thunder Rosa to take on the TBS champion Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and the Outcast, Saraya.
Bam.
Coming up next on Dynamite.
There he is.
Orange Cassidy, AEW International Champion Dustin Rhodes, Al Copeland, and Preston Vance versus Lance Archer and the Mogul Embassy.
They even showed Cody because of the CNC. Nice. Cody. I'm glad that they didn't omit Cody Rhodes. Hammerstone? Yeah, like I said, there are people that I would like to see, but not people. I'm trying to make it who would get a good reaction from the crowd. Who would get that legendary, like, oh my god, he's here, you know? Or she. Who's a she right now that's killing it? Naomi. Naomi would be great. Andrade? I just don't. I think they already got a better Andrade right now. They got Santos. Andrade will be cool, and I highly expect him to be back in the WWE. I just don't see that as like, oh my god, it's Andrade. Kurt Angle, yeah. Remember he was teasing something, like a year ago? Showing his medals and like him working out or whatever, and then just nothing came of it. I think Naomi would be a good one, yeah. Leo Rush unretiring. Drewski, what's up, man? Booker T would be a good one. I think they did that last year. I'm down with that. It's commercial break right now, by the way, guys. Let's actually put Luke Harper in the center. Brody Lee. Put him right there for now. Enzo would yes. I'm man, I can't believe I didn't think of that. Good idea. Enzo for sure. Heath Slater. Let's do it. AJ Lee. Speaking of Brody Lee, how about AJ Lee? Enzo, the crowd would never have missed a beat. I guarantee it. He'd come out, he'd hold up the mic, and he could start doing the promo, and everybody would be saying it. That's an ultimate right there. That's a great idea, especially since he's been completely exonerated of all the nonsense that got him taken out of the company in the first place. There'd be no reason not to cheer or not to be hype about that moment. Besides Big Cass not being there. I wish Big Cass could be there, but okay, sometimes contracts don't line up. Oh yeah, Enzo's great, man. I don't know. He's not necessarily great in the ring, but he's passable, and I don't think that everybody needs to be wrestling 5-star matches, especially when you're able to deliver other things that create an entertaining environment. Here he comes. He couldn't wait. Tony couldn't wait. He's like, okay, it's been long enough. Okay, I gotta hear that song again. Go out there now, Mr. Kennedy. Santina or Santino would be great too. I think Santino would get a reaction. I think Santina would get a reaction too. Have him do a dual appearance like Mick Foley, you know, the faces of Foley, the faces of Santino. I think that'd get a reaction. Chris Hero? I like I said, he goes in the category of people that I would like to see, but aren't really like creating that legendary moment for me, or that legendary type of return or crossover reaction. Gosh, Jimmy Johnson's on overdrive tonight. Then Enzo comes out a couple of entrants later, and Enzo makes Chris Hero his new Big Cass. Preston Vance. Oh, it's the faction.
Preston Vance, part of La Faction Ingobernable, but he was handpicked by Mr. Brody Lee to join the Dark Order.
Have we ever heard this song before? I don't think we have. Preston Vance is here. How about Enzo? He comes out and then Oh, what's Omos? Omos comes out, so he could still do these 7 foot tall, but like it's 7'4" or whatever, and he's 7'4", and you can't teach that. Like, and that's how Omos can actually have a manager, so he doesn't have to talk, and it could possibly get Omos more over. How about that? How about Omos is the new big cast for a while? How about that? Dustin Rhodes is here. Blood Dust. La 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 la. So Preston Vance is a good guy now? I guess. It's Edge. What? No, I didn't know that he was part of this. It's Adam Copeland. This is so random right here. A rolling Omos gathers no stones. Oh my goodness, I see what you did there. Heartbreak Beats, hola, man. Welcome. They had gold to Dust Titantron, it looks like it. That would work so well. Could throw MVP in the mix. Oh, dude. Yeah, I like that you inspired something that would probably be pretty great. You saying Chris Hero immediately made me start thinking about who could be the new big cast and bringing that up. So I appreciate it. You laid the foundation, and I think you threw the pitch, and we hit it out of the park. That's a home run right there. Have him be the new big cast for a while, and it would give Omos a platform to start showing a bit more personality as well. Not having to just be a big guy who's like, roar, I'm gonna grab you, you know. I think that would help him because he seems like a nice guy. He seems like he does have personality, but he just doesn't get to really let people know about it. I'm down with it, man. Enzo and Omos. Enzo Mas, that could be their name. Enzo Mas. Enzo Mas. Lance Archer's here. See if Blanche can muster a winner. I highly doubt it, especially against Edge and all of this.
Cody Rhodes in that main event match. Now, Cody's brother Dustin.
There's a lot of beef on this side of the ring over here, though. Brian Cage, Lance Archer, and the Gates of Agony.
Teaming with 3 of the biggest fan favorites here in AEW, in Dustin Rhodes, in Orange Cassidy, and in Adam Copeland. I mean,
yeah, good luck on that. All right, let's put a prediction on this. See what you guys think is about to happen. That was a lot of entrances.
That Brody would have wanted Preston to be in this match and be on this side of the aisle. So this is in honor of Brody.
Team
honor of what he meant to all of us.
Dustin, I guess.
Did a great job with that.
Team Dustin or
the feelings that we had about Brody. So
Team Cage.
Surprised me that he's here. You look at it visually, you go, wait, that doesn't work. But when you think about it, it really does work.
Dustin Rhodes.
All right, predictions are open, guys.
Preston Vance tagging in.
2 big, powerful guys right here.
I was gonna say,
yeah, exactly. Drewski, it's the obligatory one match every couple months for Lance Archer. I always hope that it's the start of something, and then I'm always sitting here a month later like, oh, I guess not. R-Truth and Enzo backstage. Cody Rhodes mentioned. Yeah, they showed him during that package for Brody Lee. They showed him during that too.
Making his Daily's Place debut and looking to make the most of it. Leapfrog over Cage. Rolls out.
Oh, good quickness.
It even rolls off the tongue. Enzo Mas.
Orange
Cassidy.
Look how much merchandise they sold. They were hot, man.
Cassidy, the cover. Not even a 1 counter, barely a 1
And
count.
Cassidy couldn't even get a 1 count out of it.
Orange Cassidy.
He's thinking choke slam.
Well,
he can't get his hand around his neck.
He can't even get his hands around his neck, yeah.
Cage has got a neck the size of most people's thighs.
Who betted a Cage?
Millionaire. And see, Archer was reaching for the tag. Bishop Khan swatted Archer's hand away.
Oh, boy, we got problems early on here.
Yeah, they don't need that. Just dealing with Dustin and Preston and Orange Cassidy and Cope.
The hands are in the pockets. Now you're in trouble.
Gates of Agony calling some plays. Orange Cassidy. It will avoid when he touches that. Oh, man. Side trucking by Toledo.
Everyone's better than Cage.
That was a shot, man.
And his current idea of what he should be wrestling, like, I almost agree with you completely. I don't think he's horrible, but it's just I think he's looks like a T-Rex trying to tap dance or something.
Sorry, Excalibur, you were in the middle of speaking. I interrupted you. That's all right, Taz. You're welcome. I've gotten used to it over the last 4 years. Okay, then. We'll pay for it later.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's Mary Orton. It's the Mary KO. Oh, my goodness. Mary, thank you for the 100 bits. Holy moly. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the support. And thank you for being here.
Lance Archer, the odd man out on that end. You see at the bottom of your screen.
So local lucha giant.
Having some sort of discussion.
Yeah, I don't know who designs his attires. It can't be his wife. His wife had style, man.
Just showing their power, and Orange Cassidy, unfortunately, is a sacrificial lamb, and now here comes Toa.
Look at that.
He's just so tacky.
Lance wanted to tag in again, and Jake is really ticked off.
He and I share a birthday? Who? Randy Orton?
This entire time has been completely inverted.
Blood's rushing to his head rapidly.
We can get a pop for women. Eve Marie, oh my god. She'd get like a yeah, you're right. I think you're right on that. Oh, you know what? Have her come out right before AJ Lee. You know? That way people think that the surprise is Eva and they're all in a bad mood, and then just have AJ Lee come out next and throw her out. April 1st, nice. Like his wrestling style. Yeah, exactly. His wrestling style is tacky just like his outfits. You can tell he's a person who's just so sold, and based on his body and how much work he must have put in, I can understand how he got stuck thinking that the way he wrestles is the way that it's the best way for him, you know, because he's very dedicated. Your body can't look like this if you're not a dedicated person. So you can tell he just got dedicated to a style of wrestling that he thinks is the best for him, and he's just never going to let it go.
That's not easy. I mean, this is an open-air amphitheater. Yeah.
Well, birthday next week. I'm old.
Orange Cassidy just wants to get out of harm's way. He better stay under that bottom turnbuckle. That might be the safest place away from the Murder Hawk monster.
I'll be in a bad mood for Eva. Exactly. That's how AJ Lee's return can be even better if she comes back. You know how they do. You get the fan, just like what they did with Jinder. Remember, Jinder came out and then The Rock came out. So it's like The Rock gets even bigger of a pop, even bigger of a reaction, a hero's reaction.
Action continues live tonight on TBS. AEW Dynamite Homecoming in Jacksonville.
Eva and Chelsea together? Oh my goodness. I'm down, man. I am so down with it. Let's do it. This could be the best Rumble we've gotten in, gosh, I don't even know how long. This could be the best Rumble. Oh, goodness. Orange Cassidy got tossed so far that he almost flew out of the ring. He landed on his tailbone, though. Jake the Snake is out here? Oh, yeah, he is.
I guess so.
I don't know why I didn't see him before this. He was kind of blended in, I guess. Oh, my goodness. Step up knee strike. Lance is another one of these guys who kind of is outside of his element, I think. I feel like he tries to wrestle a style that doesn't fit his size and stuff. Not as much as Cage, though. I just think he needs to tone it down a little bit when it comes to running around this place as much as he does. Yeah, AJ Lee would absolutely break social media for a while. Match yourself in the Rumble last year was great, but the participants were mid. Yeah. And I think that this year could be better because of that fact. That the participants could be better and the match could be good at the same time. I think the average of both of those things put together could be better this year. Oh my goodness.
And Archer hanging on. Not letting Cassidy drop. And Archer, he was looking for blackout, but Orange Cassidy counters with a DDT.
Got to make a tag here. Shivani got to get over there.
He's got a long way to go.
This place is wild. Bailey's place, man.
Oh, Archer's going the other way.
It's got such a nice sound to it.
Preston Vance. As Vance gets the boot up into the face of Toleona. Now both members of the Gates of Agony there. Drop. Double shoulder tackle.
Good job by Vance.
It's press 10.
Preston Vance.
Who did Jake just punch?
Landing Toleona. Now Bishop Khan, though.
Yep. Vance, the Michigan guy, I know he's excited about this week, and he's
I
making
don't
the
know.
most of it right now.
Jose, okay. I was looking at the participants of the match, and I'm like, I don't know who he punched if it's not one of these guys.
The discus lariat, that was Brody Lee's finishing.
That's right.
Technique is now. Oh, Vance. Twists Khan through, brings him down with that cutter, but Toleona right there to break it up.
Good job by Toa to help his partner out and save that.
Lance just goes to Japan and gets treated like a king comes home afterthought. Yeah, afterthought, yeah. WB, welcome. Welcome back. WB stands for welcome back right now.
Hoists up the natural. And Dustin Rhodes driven down, but
Are you going to call it what you call it? You're going to call it what it's called in the game? Excalibur? You guys know he's the one who came up with that, right? The diverticulitis. He called it that. Bet you he's not going to be saying that tonight. Yeah, I don't know. I said that at the beginning of this match, Drewski. I guess he's a good guy now. Yeah, Excalibur just had 2 chances to call it the name he came up with, but he's not going to call it that, so maybe he saw how tasteless that was.
Vance comes in, the pump kick. Caught Archer unawares, but Toleona there.
Oh, Samoan drop. That looked like it could have hurt his arm.
Vance just immediately heaving for breath.
Oh, I see what you said. The Eights of Gaggity. I was like, why are you saying Gates of Agony? But I just thought about it, and I'm like, wait, did he just say that? I think my Wi-Fi to connect. Dude, I've been having frustrating internet issues too. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Help him with the spear. This is getting feisty. That's no dose. They give the pin to Preston. Yeah, Excalibur. It was just a tasteless thing from the first time I saw it, and I'm just like, who came up with that? And I found out it was Excalibur who came up with the name of that. I'm really glad that that's not being said. Holy moly! What an RKO! It's Merry Mania! Oh my goodness. It's Mary Orton. It's Merry Mania. Mary, thank you for the bits.
Yeah, you can see the emotion on his face.
Oh my goodness. 100 bits.
I'm happy, man. I'm really happy.
Team Dustin wins. The prediction is closed and paid.
Great job on that victory.
Great match, great wins here.
Wins Julia? I don't know, Panda. They just said later tonight. I don't know if it's next or...
Much more Dynamite
I don't know.
to come tonight.
Oh, Brody Lee tribute. I see.
AEW World Champion Samoa Joe live next on
Samoa Joe is next. They heard me. They heard me about Samoa Joe not being at the show right after he won the title. They're like, you know what? That gritty guy might be onto something. Let's get Samoa Joe out here. Sounds like a good idea. All right, Lance, you gotta go. You've taken your obligatory loss this month. So we'll see you again next month, man. Dustin Rhodes, where is he? There he is. We got a Rhodes on the other channel. Joey Samoa. I need Julia. I think he's the only person in the company in a main event of Mania. Has Jericho never main evented a WrestleMania? Nah, there's Bryan Danielson. Danielson has main evented WrestleMania for sure. He main evented with Edge. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Daniel Bryanson. I mean, Daniel Bryanson. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, you know what I mean. He's definitely main evented a Mania. Gosh, you're close to right. Moxley? Has Moxley main evented? With the Shield? Bryan, Edge, and Roman. Yeah, but I was thinking about before that with Batista and Randy. Remember when they tried to get him and he ended up winning? I think it was WrestleMania 30, and he stood tall after that. I was thinking about that one, but yeah, you're right with Edge and all them. Triple H versus Jericho. Oh yeah, that was the one where they said that. Oh man, I didn't want to be in that match at that point because isn't that the one that came like the match came right after The Rock and Hogan? What a bad place to be at. I think that's the one. Yeah, 30 was good. Mania 30 was good. 31 was good. Let's go.
I'm here with the Bullet Club Gold.
Backstage with Jay's Whitehole.
The Undisputed Kingdom are...
Renee, it is the United Kingdom. Yeah. United Kingdom, like where Jay's from. Get it right, Renee. Come on.
Jay's from New Zealand.
Yeah, just go with it, Renee. Look, the Undisputed Kingdom, they said they're going after all the gold. They fancy themselves some pretty handy treasure hunters, it sounds like.
Treasure hunters.
They can do the Bang Bang Gang can do much, much better, whether it be singles, tag, or hell. Trios gold. Look, that runs in these boys' DNA. Billy.
Oh, Billy. We hear you.
Hey, it's Billy Gunn. And the Acclaimed.
And that's exactly what we're saying. All six of us, we all have the same common enemy. Wouldn't it be great if we were unstoppable holding all the gold? Just not these, of course.
What do you mean not? What do you mean?
Just not these.
Stop. What he means is picture all of us holding gold at the same time. Right, guys?
Yeah, Hogan and Rock should have main evented.
The Acclaim is the people's
I think that even Jericho said that, so even he's not
seemed like they were cheering for
thinking that he should have been there.
As they cheer for us, so I'm saying we combine forces. We don't
Texie, what's up, Texie?
We don't have to hang out. We don't have to watch the soccer game in the office, but there's something here.
Yeah, I like the Gun Club.
Super faction.
The Bang Bang Scissor Gang?
First off, we're not a faction, we're a gang, but we need a little bit more time, so we're going to ponder that over. You guys sit by your phones, all right? We'll be right with you.
Dad, stay by your fax machine. I know you still got one of those.
Yeah,
Oh, stay by your fax machine.
Stay away from my boy. Come on, out of the gang faction. Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
I like that. It's really good.
Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I actually have a fax machine still.
Joe's gonna kill you. I forgot they said he was next. La la la. La la la. La 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 la. Oh, he's wearing a suit. Suit Moa Joe. Let's go suit Moa Joe. Joe. I gotta hear it.
Great reaction for our newly crowned AEW World Champion Samoa Joe.
It's Sweet Tooth. What a savage dude. Samoa Joe is so money. La 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 la. They underestimated the reaction Hogan would get. Yeah, that was. I love watching that match. That match really is. It just gives me a great feeling when I watch that Hogan Rock match. It's not a very good match, but just the electricity of the match is incredible.
And I stand here before you tonight as
2 nights on Mania, and they've been doing that double main event thing. Aha. Gonna have to work some magic because CM Punk, Cody, Drew. Oh yeah, man. We're gonna see how they pull it off, man. Back to the Future 2. Faxes were the wave of the future.
No thanks is needed. No. I was destined for this. And in light of that, tonight we make some changes to the championship challenge.
He's been a savage for many years. Yeah, that's real.
You see, when you're champion,
Shroom, what's up? Do you think he likes to lean back?
Very dangerous environment. I heard even a devil who made a bad deal is looking for me.
They changed the title. You see, it doesn't have the MJF
because if anybody runs things in Duval County,
pattern.
it's Samoa Joe.
It's black now. And he has side plates. He's got side plates on it too. So it's back to the black strap, but now it has the side plates for Samoa Joe.
No more will you have to come out here and whine on this mic about your poor misfortune. No more we have to go on your social media and make your little hoe-ass comments. Nah. You bring your record and your reputation. You submit it to the championship committee. And if you're deemed worthy, you get an express pass to walk that aisle right there, get in this ring, and have me stomp your ass out in front of everybody who's ever cheered for you.
Wait a minute. So 1 day removed from Tony Khan complaining about people just getting title shots, now Samoa Joe comes out here and says people are just going to get title shots. What's going on, man?
For the new championship era is here. And for all you who want a piece of me, your champion will be waiting.
That's funny, dude. What a strange turn of events. Oh, yes. Dude. I was hoping so hard not to hear Hook coming out here. This is good. Do the dance, guys. You ready?
Last week kicked off the new year. Big victory in the Dynamite main event over Daniel Garcia.
Swerve had a hell of a 2023, guys.
I'm down with it, man. This show is firing, man. I think that multi-man match that we just got was a little too long, but this show is hitting. Cage is back out here after his loss. I wouldn't have brought him back out here.
At his back, not a bad idea for Swerve Strickland with Hangman Adam Page.
I don't know if the best thing was to bring out the guy who just lost and have him be in the backup for the guy who's supposed to be the hypest dude. I would have left them backstage. It'll hit when Julia's here. That's true.
Now, this is my first time here at Daly's place, but we gonna call this whose house? Now, Joe, a couple months ago, I told this man, Hangman Page, that it wasn't really a personal thing between me and him. I just after his spot, and look what happened.
Yep.
I took it.
You took it. Nice jacket he's wearing. I bet you there's some animal rights people who are just so they're at their keyboard hitting it so hard that it's snapping under their fingers. Man, Jimmy John's has been on one tonight. Not as bad as what we've seen recently, but it's definitely a focus. Yeah, Joe's side plays could be so much better. You would think they'd have some of that like Samoan, I forget what it's called, but it's like that tribal design that Jey Uso and all them have. I think it would have something like that. It just says Samoa Joe. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Double dose. double dose of Adam Page.
Their bloody history.
Hangman's holding it together right now. I'll tell you that. He's definitely a person who could have took his ball and went home like the rest of these people, but he said, "Nah, I'm sticking around. I got some beef."
Hangman's been there, man.
Well, boys, if we're out here calling our shots, making New Year's resolutions, I'll go ahead and I'll make mine. Because 2023 for me, it held a lot. I beat John Moxley in a Texas death. I reunited with the Elite Anarchy in the arena, blood and guts. And as much as you found me, Swerve, I found you.
Yeah, Hangman's the only member of the Elite who's even here.
But the one thing that I lost sight of last year was the AEW World Championship.
That might change, though. Maybe the Young Bucks will come back today or something.
And in
But for now,
I will
he's the only Elite in All Elite.
Joe's loving this, guys.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Samoa Joe's like, "Hey, you guys take each other out. That's fine."
Hangman Adam Page.
A mall cop.
Strickland, but he's not paying a lot of attention to the man that holds that AEW World Championship in Samoa Joe. And
Mall
Hangman
cop
and
Adam
Swerve
Page.
both making compelling cases
Mall
here
cop
tonight.
Adam Blart.
What the hell are you smirking at, huh? I ain't forgot what you had done to me. And I'm gonna take this from you for it.
Powerful message right there. Hangman face to face with Joe.
Joe not intimidated by anyone.
Not even a former AEW World Champion in Hangman Adam Page.
I kind of like how everybody's leaving the ring without touching Samoa Joe. Like, he's such a bad man that nobody was willing to touch him. Even though he was outnumbered, like, what, 6-1 or something? That's a good segment. You see how hardcore he is? Nobody could even... They're like, "Nah, we're not going to touch you, though. We'll come out here and say something, but we're not going to... We're not going to... Nah, man, it's all good on that front." These 16 bars cost 16 cars.
The man who first came onto the scene here in All Elite.
Not like this. Time crumbles when the jet black M5 rumbles. Who the F is this? Is Griff Garrison gonna have to stop using that phrase now? It's not "who the F is Griff Garrison" anymore, it's "who the F is Hook." I know they deleted that out of respect for Taz, though. That is... I think Jinder legitimately just didn't know who this is. I don't think he meant anything by it. And I think somebody from WWE's like, "Yo, that's Taz's son," and he's like, "Oh." No, he said that. He said that. He just deleted it. One week. Oh. Next week we get Samoa Joe versus Hook. Samoa Joe just looked back at him like, "Okay, whatever you say, man. I guess I'll destroy you next week." Fan to know. It's a brave young man. It's the difference between bravery and foolhardiness. I think he's being foolhardy. But then again, he's in the safest place. Right? This place is impeccable for their safety, so he's probably feeling really safe after his boss said it's the safest place to be. Joe's gonna learn? Really? You think he's gonna get him? That's what you think is about to happen? You think Hook is gonna surprisingly take this title off of Samoa Joe next week?
Staged by Deonna Purrazzo.
Whoa.
And right now, our colleague, the remarkable Renee Paquette, is standing by.
Guys, I'm here with the AEW
Tony Storm, let's go.
Tony Storm. Tony, I would love to get your reaction to everything that went down last week.
Yes, Miss Storm, did you watch my match?
Darling, I was sent
Darling.
a screener, and then I didn't see a single other frame. How did it go? Did you do an arm drag?
Full Hardy, Matt and
I
Jeff's
was
younger,
actually
more
referring to
native brother.
AEW's
Wait,
newest
what? Oh,
signee. Wendy
jeez.
Richter. No.
Needs to be a
Talking
squash? You
about
think so,
Deonna
Shringan?
Purrazzo, she made a shocking debut and actually said that she was coming for your title.
And she kicked me in the face.
This isn't Julia.
Have a
I didn't say Julia was next. I said Samoa Joe was next.
Deonna Purrazzo. Now that does sound familiar, and it certainly sounds Italian. Oh, all
Italian.
these women coming after my title. I feel like the prettiest girl at the dance. Luther, set me up a meeting with
Luther?
this Donna Palazzo.
Palazzo.
I want to get to the bottom of this. Until then, chin up, tits out, line.
Watch for the shoe.
Darling, that is my part, and now you've ruined the moment.
Well, Mariah May stepping on Tony Storm's line inadvertently.
Did you do an arm drag? That's the line of the night. That is tremendous. Nobody like her.
It's Sammy Guevara. Oh, I see they tilted the entranceway so it lines up with the camera. That's cool. Oh my goodness. Yo. You know what time it is? It's time for We are not afraid of upgrades. Not afraid of upgrades. What is this? LBD, thank you very much. Lord Brother Darkness with another alley-oop. Look at this. LBD is just dishing assists. Dropping dimes. Thank you very much, Lord Brother Darkness. And congratulations to Acid for catching it. Throwing it down. It's Sammy Gavloga. He's got vlogs. This is one guy that has been stuck in the vortex of Jericho for way too long, and he just got sucked back into it again. It's just perpetually happening over and over and over again. Ricky's here, man. You haven't seen Ricky in so long? You don't watch Collision or something? Because he's on Collision quite often. But he really doesn't get to do much. Oh, not Trick. Not Trick. Not Trick. Ricky. Tricky Starks. Is he going to be Tricky Starks tonight? There we go. I barely watched it. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I got to that point where AEW made me mad for a while, where it was just so weird and nonsensical, and just the
broadcast team.
the entertainment value wasn't eclipsing the fun value. I mean, the not so fun value. Oh my goodness.
Tony Khan has made it official for next Wednesday. Charleston,
Oh my
South
goodness.
Carolina.
Yo,
Samoa
Robert
Joe
Stone.
Hook for
Robert
the AEW
Days.
World Championship. All right.
Robert, thank you for the bits, man.
That's
Thank
next
you very
Wednesday.
much.
I mean, let's do it. And you can better believe both men are going to be ready.
Yeah, I got to that point where AEW was making me mad enough to kind of stop watching. But I get to that point with a lot of wrestling shows. It's nothing new. There were times where SmackDown was just like, Raw was like, even NXT got like, I thought close to the end of the Black and Gold NXT, I was just not that enthusiastic about watching it and stuff. It happens, dude. Like, not every show stays hot forever, and I think that it's on us to be realistic and see when it's hot, it's hot, and when it's not.
But we're seeing a wrestling match right now. We're going to see anything but a wrestling match on Saturday.
Let's get the prediction in here.
Taz, here's where it is. Charway Arena, Norfolk. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Tony. I mean, you know Ricky Starks better than anybody at this desk. And as a part of Team Taz, he was involved in some pretty epic, unsanctioned street fight type situations. You think he and Big Bill have the advantage over Jericho and Guevara this Saturday?
But that's another reason that we're so lucky. There's so many different choices. There's so many different avenues to watch when it comes to wrestling these days. Because once one company drops the ball, it lets another company pick it up and run with it, you know? Prediction is open, guys. Get your prediction in now if you'd like for it to count.
Yeah, I think that we've got two really evenly matched guys, size-wise, and not only that,
Wendy Richter.
AEW as well.
And they know each other, have a long history with each other. But
Who's Wendy Richter? Oh, the girl that she challenged when everybody thought she was talking about Sasha Banks. Is that the girl she called out and everybody was laughing?
Around the ring is other arenas as Sammy Guevara pumped to be back here at Daly's place.
Yeah, and let's take a look again because I think Ricky hurt his shoulder here.
Yeah, you could definitely
Who is that?
You can tear a bicep when a guy hits you on the side of the body with that kind of height. You know, you don't have to be a pro wrestler to figure out how tough that is when you get hit with a guy flying through the air on a moonsault.
And that could be
I wish people would take it as like a compliment, though. If something makes you upset, it probably is because it matters to you. You know, who's ever got upset at like something they don't care about at all? Like, it's got to matter to you to get on your nerves. I wish people would understand that. Like, if you're an upset fan, it's because something matters. So it's kind of a compliment.
Whoa! Guevara looked over his shoulder.
Oh my God!
Oh. Finds his footing, thankfully for him, on the apron.
Yeah, you were talking about how close the ringside area is and how small.
Get your prediction in now, guys, if you'd like for it to count. You only got like 20 seconds. Even less than that.
Starks and Starks hammering.
Exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying, Drewski. A lot of people take any sort of like not glowing review as like, oh, you're a hater, and it's like, nah, man, you should see that I'm even talking about it. You know how many other things I could be interested in? I could be talking about the NBA, the NFL, PGA, NASCAR. I could be talking about anything. Should take me as a fellow. Oh my God! Yo, he straight up pedigreed this dude, Sammy Guevara, on the apron. You know, it's like the people that the average wrestling fan should like not even be mad at, but should view as like an enemy or something, should be the people who aren't talking about wrestling.
Taz, I think an important move by Starks was
Could be talking about folk dancing, wood carving, shot putting. Like, think about how many other things there are to talk about.
Maybe Ricky's looking for a count out here.
The fact that somebody's even talking to you about wrestling probably means you have more common ground than not.
You're struggling to get upright on the floor.
I need a winter coat.
Shoot. Yeah, we need some more Samoa Joe flames.
And you make fun of me for wearing a
Samoa Joe flames.
We make fun of you.
Continental Classic was good to me, man. I thought they did a really good job with that.
Yes. Ricky's on a hot thing, right?
That was a great idea by Tony Khan.
Into that chest, Guevara kicking out.
Ricky kinda
Or Bryan Danielson, or whoever made it happen. Jake Stone, what's up, man?
Ricky's got that attitude. He's
Got a surprise for. No, please, no spoilers, okay? No spoilers.
Me to have him part of Team Taz years ago, right here in Daly Place.
No spoilers. If it's something that you think might happen, then just say, oh, this would be cool or something. Don't say it like it's a fact, because I'm going to delete it. We don't do spoilers in here. No rumors, no spoilers, no dirt sheets, please.
Yeah, they're no strangers. They know each other quite well.
But
you know,
welcome, though. Thank you for being here. We can talk about anything besides rumors, spoilers, and dirt sheets.
At least that's my impression.
Continental Classic was boring. I'm sorry you felt that way. I thought it got to that point. I'm glad they had exactly as many competitors as they had. I think if they would have even had 2 more people in that tournament, it would have gotten a little too repetitive.
Maybe looking to neutralize that GTH.
And I think it kind of exposed the company a little bit, because if you can make people not interfere, it's kind of weird that there's so much interference here.
Sammy firing back with the chops.
You know what I mean? It's like if cops can stop all crime in your city for a week straight, but then it's like every other day there's crime. It's like, what? So you can do your job, but you're choosing not to most of the time? How about you do your job all the time? Or make it very rare that interference or things like that happen. You know? Don't make it happen every single match. There's always nonsense.
Firing on all cylinders here tonight.
I could be talking about, oh my goodness, Shroom Room. We'll be dipping in the bands with spoilers. On the low from the Jake and the Taurus. Trying to get my hands on some brands like Horace. Yeah, living the raw deal. 3-course meal. I know the rap. I know it. Oh yeah, Jake. Okay. If it's just what you think, then that's cool. I asked about that earlier. No problem, man. I have to delete stuff when people put it in here like it's a fact, because people do spoil stuff. And I like to make this a spoiler-free zone because it makes the event so much more meaningful. Like, you saw all the fake reactions from people that they put on Raw after CM Punk showed up. It's like, oh yeah, all these people are doing watch-alongs. They're doing watch-alongs for wrestling, but they didn't hear any rumors of CM Punk showing up. It's like, you could see all the fictitious reactions, man. It's funny to me. It's like, you can't have both. Unless you run a stream like I do, where we don't do the spoiler stuff. I think my reaction was the realest one out of all those reactions. Oh, I can't be in the bends? Oh, what if I rip the spoiler off before I get inside?
Guevara firing back some shots of his own. Big back elbow. Starks knocked down into the ring. Guevara's got him where he wants him. Ricky's in trouble.
Exactly, Drewski. Like, it's... The longer this company goes on, the more I'm getting proven right, and it's so nice and vindicating that, like, the things I've said aren't working quite right are getting taken out and getting addressed, and it's like, okay, cool, so was I wrong, or was I a hater, or was I just saying what needed to be said? Think about it. Think about AEW 4 years ago, and think about AEW today, and look at what I've said needs to change. And you will see that I wasn't being a hater. Either I wasn't being a hater, or Tony Khan's a hater, because the changes I said are supposed to that could happen and should happen have happened. Oh my goodness, he slid right into the turnbuckle. That was crazy. It starts with face first into the turnbuckle. No, he blocked it. Ricky should win this. Ricky should win this because he was going to go toe-to-toe with CM Punk, so he's higher up the fight card than Sammy to me. Sammy was just part of a fatal four-way for the world title. That's not the same thing as one-on-one for the world title. Got him. Sammy wins? Wow. Okay. I stand corrected. I stand surprised. So you're calling Conman fake? No, I'm just saying, like, if you're a person who's posting about CM Punk's gonna show up, CM Punk's gonna show up, CM Punk's gonna show up, and then you react like you're surprised about it, I could tell you're trying to make money off of it. You're trying to get that type of reaction. You're trying to show that front-facing situation. So it's whatever. I'm not calling Conman fake. I'm saying that reaction is something that is absolutely something that is prescribed.
And realization setting in for Ricky Starks. He's staring up at the lights. He's hearing the other guy's music.
If somebody tells me 100 times before my birthday what I'm getting for my birthday, I can't be like, oh my god, I got this. You can be thankful for it, but you can't be like, oh, I never expected this.
Show respect, longtime friends here.
Yeah, both men coming to prominence.
Is he Buzz Lightyear? He looks like Buzz Lightyear, right? That's what it is. I was trying to think of what it was. I'm like, is it the Seattle Seahawks? It's Buzz Lightyear. You're right. Sammy's getting jumped by Big Bill. Here comes Jericho, right? Jericho's going to come for the save, I think. Yep. Oh my goodness. Why are they looking everywhere but at the ramp? Oh my gosh. Why? Why are they looking everywhere but the ramp? His music hits and they're like, huh? What? What a funny situation. Smartly they kept his theme song playing all throughout this. I just can't have it playing. But Jericho is saving Sammy and they're fighting out into the crowd. They smartly kept his theme song playing all throughout this segment. Do not let the crowd take over here. Or if they're going to take over, they only have one choice, and that's just sing the theme song. Or it's sing the theme song or just get drowned out. Refs can't stop this. Turkey Burger. You remember Turkey Burger? Yeah, they played his song all throughout the brawl. That's a smart move, man. Because they don't know what's going to happen with this crowd tonight, and you don't want to let this get out of control. They've actually put together a pretty good show this evening, and you would hate for it to go sideways just because you decided to include one wrestler. Who do I think is winning next week, Hook or Samoa Joe? Samoa Joe, 1,000%. 100,000%. If Hook got beat by Jungle Boy, then there's no way that Samoa Joe should be losing to Hook. At least not yet. They have to prove Hook so many more ways and so many more times, and he just would not be as valuable as Samoa Joe for this company as world champion right now. I just think that would be a mistake story wise and a mistake business wise and fan wise, and just you saw the reaction Samoa Joe got. He's a heel and the crowd reacts to him like he's the best, you know? That's what you want. If you can get a heel to be your world champion and still get good reactions, you got it, man. Because then you can do whatever you want with him. You can use him in any way you want. He's way more valuable than Hook as a world champion, I think, right now. But not in the future. I don't know what the future holds, but I highly expect Samoa Joe to retain. The women are next? Oh, nice. I thought the same thing. Keep playing it to wash out the crowd. Yeah, they don't want to let this get out of hand. Especially since they haven't really done anything to address it. You know? It's still... I feel like the way Tony Khan handled the whole Jericho accusation thing was not the smartest way to do it. It didn't help quell any of it, and it's just going to keep bubbling underneath the surface right now. And... the saddest part of that is the longer that you don't say anything about it in this environment and you're out here tweeting about what Raw is doing, it makes it seem like there is something to it. You know? If you're going to be talking about how the other channel is booking up one match on their card, you obviously have your ear to the streets when it comes to wrestling. So to intentionally sidestep and not address this, it makes it look like there might be something there, and I'm not saying there is. I'm of the camp of like you need to show me the money, man. Show me the evidence. Show me something, you know. So I'm not one of these burn Jericho at the stake type of people or anything like that, but I am also a person who sees how in the know and how much Tony Khan listens to social media that I know he's got to be hearing it. So it's like, why not just hit it head on, man? You know what people are talking about. Obviously he does, because you saw how they just treated that segment. He knows that these people are looking at him sideways right now when it comes to the Jericho stuff. That's why they just played his theme song all throughout that segment. It's not because they always do that. Oh my goodness. Here she is. Willow. It's Willow, guys. La 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 la. Very indifferent about Jericho. Yeah, I just until somebody really has something to say, I am not roasting him or anything like that. If you've been here, you've seen. I haven't been like, oh man, I always knew Jericho was no. Nah, but I'm also of the camp where if you wanted all your fans to be smart fans, you can't start treating them like they're dumb. You can't expect for your fans to become dumb when you need them to be, and then want them to be smart every other day. You can't do that. You coddled and you encouraged this sort of fandom about yourself. Cage match ratings, dirt sheet readings, Dave Meltzer star ratings, listening to Brian Alvarez and hearing the news and rumors and stuff. So you coddled that. That's the audience you wanted, so you can't expect for them to suddenly not be like that whenever it's like not convenient for you. This is who you wanted. This is who you got, man. You asked for it. You asked for every one of us to have our nose and ears to the streets when it comes to wrestling, and now it's not okay because it's not convenient. Ah, man, you got to deal with it. But I'd say the main thing that I don't like about it is Tony Khan's response. His response has not done him or Jericho any favors, and it's just going to keep bubbling, and it's just like the beef stew that J-Rock is making tonight. It's been on low since 10 a.m. So it's getting juicy. It's getting delicious, man. It's not getting eaten. It's getting delicious. You can't expect if you leave it on low that it's not going to come out delicious, man. The beef is getting delicious at this point, and you're not doing anything to address it. When we get to it, we're expecting something, you know? Estantos Rosa.
Candidate for match of the year in AEW that year. And it was a match that we will never.
You see what I mean about our theme song? Like it sounds a little better, but it's not quite there. It was delicious. They're not starting the records over at the beginning of the year. Huh. How do you be on the reaction zone? You got to be on Twitch. Twitch doesn't allow me to have the YouTube chat on the screen while I'm streaming on two platforms. So you gotta come over to my Twitch channel. Thank you for asking, though. That is something that I should tell people. If you want your messages on the screen, you got to be on Twitch. It's not my... I used to have it to where everybody's messages showed up over there, YouTube and Twitch and Kick and all that stuff, but Twitch expressly told me that is part of how they will let me actually stream on two platforms at the same time. Hey, it's Sky Blue.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
You have to go into a match. No reason to go into a match all jovial and happy and peppy and bursting with
Sky Bleezy.
Well, Willow does.
Man, they put a lot of people in this match. She's got a good theme song.
Honoring the House of Black Sheep is the TBS champion, Julia Hart.
Here we go, Panda. She's here. "44-day reign as champion." I know, right? And she won it at their biggest show ever. It's like you handed the title to somebody for 44 days after the biggest thing you've ever done. It just... I don't know if I would even put that stat on the screen. It was delicious. Did you take a picture? Sky Bleezy. That's what I call her. AEW finally started. Yes. Yes, Panda. She's here. Look at her Titantron. That looks good. And Sky Bleezy's looking up at her. Ooh, that's a cool shot. Blue and red. It's Tony's favorite booking style. Book colors against each other. Book colors with each other. Yeah, this entrance looks awesome. Oh, you did take a picture. Nice. Oh, I didn't pay out the prediction? Hang on. Dang, man. Most people thought Sammy was losing that. Why do you beat Ricky? He's a tag champion. That was just odd. guess to try to make his team look more like they can. Oh yeah, probably because they don't want to use Jericho that much right now, so they probably had to find a way to make his team look more like they could win the tag match.
Shot across the jaw, yeah. Shot for sure.
Who else is on this squad? Oh, Ruby Soho.
Kick in the corner, tagging out to Kris Statlander, working well with the unfamiliar partners in her corner is Anna Jay thus far.
Very powerful athlete right there, and Statlander.
Jeez, man,
Ruby's in trouble.
Statlander sliding lariat, quick tag out to Anna Jay, who comes in, and Anna flipping neck breaker.
But they realize, see the sense of urgency by these ladies. They realize that they have Soho rocked.
Yeah, pushing the pace.
Saraya, you want Baya? I could put Saraya up here, I guess. Not a whole lot of space here.
Thunder's a heavy hitter.
This is a very unique 8-woman tag.
I really like that entrance they had.
Young ladies who have developed since their time we spent at Daly's Place.
And Anna Jay didn't get the memo to wear yellow.
We have seen here, like
Thought Saraya was a game changer. I don't know, man. I feel like she's not done much to really change the women's division. But then again, like, how do you change the game when you're not in charge?
What the old expression is, that's what friends are for, and that was smart by Sky Blue to do what she did.
Team Thunder?
Thunder Rosa for Julia to take advantage.
Or Team Julia?
Into the chest of Thunder Rosa. Quick tags in and out. Now on the opposition.
All right, who you guys got? Who's winning?
Ruby. She is really wearing.
I don't think it's really up there.
Upper body right there.
Where's Brett Baker?
Since she's been teaming with Saraya, and since they formed the Outcast,
So,
wait,
what?
They've been so aggressive in the ring. I mean, completely changed.
How about them Cowboys?
The Ruby Soho.
Charles should be in charge? Oh my goodness. Between Kelly and Shroomgoon, I just don't know what's going to happen.
Drop toe hold there.
Now lured in Ruby Soho with the drop toe hold. You see Ruby a bit unsteady as Thunder Rosa the drop kick. Ruby without a chance.
Said
to
Harley
rise to her
Cameron.
feet. Thunder Rosa applying pressure.
Oh, is that who's at ringside?
Elbow strike, tag made. Will Nightingale. Now legal and Willow. Charges in.
Ouch.
Expect great things
Man,
out of Willow.
clobbering, clothesline to Ruby Soho there. Oh, God. Harley with the trip to Willow. Harley is good. They realize they probably have 10 minutes for this match and they use 5 on the intro.
Seizing on that opening created by Harley Cameron.
Predictions are closed, I think. Hopefully you guys got one in.
I was going to say that Harley Cameron scares me, man.
Really? Yeah. She's a little odd.
The Anchorman fight last night was better. I agree, but I mean, there was people on fire and people losing their arms and stuff. I don't know if we want to take it there. ¿Cómo estás? That was great.
She pulled it out during the promo. A damn knife.
You think she's the most annoying ref?
I think I used to work at a company with people pulling out all the time, but I digress.
I could kind of see that. Yeah, Anchorman the movie. We watched part of that last night. Watched the like news the station gang fight. Yeah. No touching of the face or hair, and that's it. That's the only rules. Oh my goodness. That's kind of true to me, but I think there's another ref that's in the running for that, and it's the other guy, the skeleton ref, Mike Knox. I think he's up there. I'd say probably equally annoying to me. He just does it in ways that I can't like call out specifically all the time. Yeah, he's just got the grenade. He's just holding it out and screaming.
Tremendous competitor in Saraya. She knows when someone's hurt, she is going to make sure her team picks them apart.
We're seeing some very good teamwork out of Sky Blue, Julia Hart, Saraya, and
They
Ruby
definitely
Soho
put
here
together
tonight.
a very presentable match here, though, when it comes to the look. There's a lot of girls with very pronounced and very
maintained all throughout the last few minutes.
I don't know how else to put it. There's a lot of beautiful ladies in this match. They got that.
That's exactly what it is.
Brick is your favorite character? Who's Brick? Is that the Steve Carell guy? I don't know that by name.
I thought we had Hughes, but I guess that's me. Now he's the big guy in the suit.
Aubrey has gotten better. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely say that she's improved. I'll give her that. Snoop Dogg, Jacob freaking Rollins. What's up, man? Said Brock Lesnar is injured? Oh, no. No rumors, please. No rumors. No rumors, no spoilers, no dirt sheets, please. Only the stuff that's going on right now. Unless you read that straight from WWE, I don't want it in the chat.
Yeah, Statlander is in. She's legal, and she is on fire.
Yeah, Statlander, Julia and Sky.
Rick killed a guy?
Concentrating her attack.
Rick invited that one lady to the pants party.
But Statlander just too powerful. And plants Saraya down.
Interesting. It's nothing personal, it's just a rule that I have in here. No rumors, no spoilers, no dirt sheets. Those things really take the air out of some shows that would be a lot better without them.
That was until Julia Hart.
We're getting an 8-woman suplex here.
Oh, man, they might be... This is like a quadruple something. Is it quadruple? Octuple. Exactly.
An 8-woman suplex.
I said octuple. I said quadruple.
He's the I Love Lamp guy? He's the guy with the grenade?
Fans loved it.
It works 60% of the time.
I think was the advantage that time.
As Saraya escaping the waistlock by
Oh my goodness.
Statlander. As Sky Blue coming in, looking for Code Blue. Statlander able to shrug her off and...
Ouch. Oh man, the way that Julia took that spot, she could have torn something.
Off of Julia Hart now. Anna, the flat.
Or Sky Blue, my bad.
Driving Julia down hard. Ruby Soho, the back heel trip.
This is the part of multi-people matches that just really gets so tedious to me. It's like, you put together a tag match, right? Why am I watching everybody do moves? It just devalues the hot tag so much that it just might as well not even be a thing.
Saraya makes the tag out to Julia Hart. And at one
I mean,
point,
how do you value a bulletproof vest if bullets don't hurt? Why would you wear one? Why would you put on a bulletproof vest if bullets can't kill you, don't hurt, and do no damage? Like, what's the point of a hot tag if everyone gets to do whatever they want at all times? Why is it even called a tag match if you don't have to tag? Here and there is okay, but it's just, it always devolves into this, and that's why I've just come to the realization that as soon as you have to tell me how many people are in a tag match, I just don't care anymore. Wow, and Julia Hart, no. Sky Blue gets tapped out by Anna Jay of all people.
I'll tell you what right now. That's an impressive victory.
Wow. It's the second what ending of the night? Oh, it's the Brody Lee stuff. That's what it is. It's the same reason that Preston won. I have no problem with tributes, but it's just like, just do a tribute. Don't make the least likely person in every match win because of somebody from the past who was actually way more epic. Like, what does that have to do with anything? They hung out because you told them to hang out. They hung out on screen because you told them to hang out on screen. Now you're handing wins to people who are possibly not going to do a dang thing for the next 6 months. because somebody way more epic and important than them to your company used to work here. And these people still work here. So time to hand wins to them. Just give them something else to do. Let them have a little promo segment where they talk about their experiences with Brody Lee, you know? That would be way more meaningful and probably give them some time to shine personality-wise and build some character, and be better than having these ladies roll around for 10 minutes and then hand the win to the least likely person to succeed in the next 6 months. Yeah, WB, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying don't give a tribute, but how you give the tribute could be way more effective.
Eddie, the Continental Crown is something I'm built for. No outside interference, just me and you on my turf on Rampage. So bring it this Friday night, you old bitch.
Oh. Dang, he's talking that trash.
Throwing out the challenge for Eddie Kingston. I like it. Continental Crown unit with a chance to become a quadruple crown champion this Friday.
He's got a lot of confidence, man. A lot of confidence.
This guy is the fourth wall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Tampa, Florida, weighing 203 pounds.
There's a bit of a reaction, but it's I don't know, man. Here they come. The Undisputed Kingdom. We'll see what's next. See what they're up to. Yeah, sorry, Panda. Julia did not win. They gave the win to Anna Jay. I don't know if you like Anna Jay. Undisputed Boredom? That's what you're calling him? Adam Cole sitting in a chair and he's got the mask. That's part of their entrance now. Interesting.
I think that's smart. And his opponent from Greens Point, Texas, weighing 189 pounds.
This Brian Keith guy's been getting a lot of screen time recently. If this is a good match, I'm gonna actually have to downgrade my score for the show so far. I don't want to see a good match from these guys, dude. Smash this fool. I'm sure everybody likes him. I'm sure he's a great wrestler, but I feel like one of the things that Tony Khan needs to uninvent is the competitive squash match. When everybody knows the outcome, but you still make it competitive. Like, a competitive squash match needs to be a term or a match type that Tony Khan unlearns very quickly, because it's one of the things that drags this show down a lot, in my opinion. When it's a squash, but it's still competitive. It's like, stop, just let it be, man. Build the other person up some other way. They don't have to clash in an epic match at all times.
Okay. Another tackle delivered by Roderick Strong. Keith taken off his feet. Bypass on Roderick Strong. Keith comes in with the boot.
Yeah, good job by Keith right there.
Said Brian Keith deserved it. Yeah, I'm sure he's a great wrestler. Like I said, I'm sure he's good. I'm sure he's great. But, like, build him up some other way. Don't have him clash with your newly founded dominant faction that just revealed that they've been behind the world champion losing the title, and they have the devil and all this. Don't have him have a competitive match with somebody from that faction. Have him just beat somebody else if you want to make him look good.
Sting and Darby Allin. Sting in his final match in Jacksonville.
Because all you do is soak hype out of the other people involved. It doesn't really build up the other guy. We've seen it a million times. It doesn't really work that way. You just end up downgrading the one who's supposed to be the big star, and then the other star doesn't end up looking better. They have this Undisputed Kingdom, but they have no true dedication or direction with MJF. Not here. What are they doing? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, you don't like Anna? Anna doesn't like Anna. I don't have Brian Keith, so I'm just going to put The Rock on the screen, and we're just going to hit him with the blackout.
It's definitely harder, and we're an amphitheater. Technically, we're indoors, but we're not, because the sides of this arena is open.
There you go.
I would argue that we're outdoors.
Now he's vacant.
I feel like we're outdoors. I do feel it. We're in the forest.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing that they do, exactly. They let one wrestler get all the offense, and then another guy just... I know it's part of wrestling to have a comeback or a Hulk out spot and all that. I know it's something that you see a lot, but it doesn't mean you have to do it.
You know, during a match, that's what happens. You get the blood flowing, it helps.
You bought all that, didn't you?
Oh, no, well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, I like Roddy Strong. I respect him. So I don't know why you're accusing me of buying anything.
Neck health awareness is very
It's crazy that this match should even still be going on as well, because the ring is surrounded by the people still. The ring is surrounded by the Undisputed Kingdom, so it's not only like he's fighting against Roderick, he's fighting against the whole entire Undisputed Kingdom, and he's still striking back and holding his own and stuff, and it just makes your crew look weak, man.
Got the boot up, Enziguri.
What a caterpillar.
Drives Keith down.
I like his mustache. I think it adds to the heeldom. He's fighting a guy named Brian Keith. He's the guy we've seen recently more often, but I don't think he really works here. I think he's one of these like come in and wrestle type of guys, but not really be signed. I might be wrong.
Really a threat to everyone.
But his name is Brian Keith. He's a black guy with braids who acts like a cowboy.
Hammering the headbutts. Roderick Strong. Yeah, you saw how he got really steppy. He's rocked a little bit. Oh, Keith gets the boot into the face. Now comes over the top.
I wonder if cowboys had braids. I wonder if there's ever a braided cowboy like back in the Wild Wild West.
On the verge of an upset here. Looking for Tiger Driver.
Will Smith, maybe. Has Will Smith ever had braids? I don't remember Will Smith ever showing up with braids. Dude, he almost got the 3 count on Roderick. Like, come on, man. There were a lot of black cowboys. Really? Really? I didn't know this. They didn't teach us that in school. At least not at my school. Snoop Dogg was a cowboy. That's funny. Lone dog. Lone dog. Lone doggy dog. Oh, yeah. You ain't heard? I'm going to the Rizanch. Oh, man. Jimmy John's went extra hard right there. Jimmy John's is over with here. All right. Next, he got 722,000. That's pretty good. I'm telling you, once NXT hits CW, it's gonna be a. Tony Khan might need to just block. Oh, it's over now. Okay. Tony Khan might need to block the term NXT, because I think it's gonna be a lot more competitive than what it is right now.
When I said this place was gonna change, that just was not some cute thing to say. Damn it, I meant that.
Original Cowboys are Mexicans. The U.S. developed their ranching style. Oh yeah, you're right about that, because they bought up the whole like Louisiana Purchase, but that was all Mexico. I see what you're up to.
Anything from any of you, because we deserve it. For God's sake, Roderick Strong, a 20-year veteran, one of the most physical, one of the most incredible, and pound for pound, bell for bell, the greatest pro wrestler alive today.
Really?
And as far as I'm concerned, the AEW International Championship, it has Roddy's name on it. And then, Taven and Bennett. Not only
Wardlow looks like he doesn't give a beep.
Ring of Honor
Why
World
would he?
Tag Team Champions of all time, but your current Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions.
The saddest part of this whole Undisputed Kingdom just crash of a story they're trying to tell with why Samoa Joe got the title and their involvement. Is like, you have a guy who's part of your crew who beat MJF in like 30 seconds. So if you really wanted him to lose the title, you could have just put Wardlow versus MJF, and you would already have the title. You could have skipped the whole Samoa Joe step. You already have a guy who destroyed MJF. Like, did not just beat him. He destroyed him in like 30 seconds. He powerbombed him, and then that was it. He beat MJF like it was nothing to him. So you're going to go the weird roundabout way where you make Samoa Joe and you're trying to like make MJF think you're his friend and MJF's the devil and you're acting like a weirdo with a neck brace on and all that. Like, all of this could have been just so succinct and made so much sense. They could have just made a deal with Wardlow. He's already shown he could beat MJF any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Maybe even 10 times on Sunday with how quick he beat MJF last time. They could have just done that. This whole thing is so like roundabout wrestling booker stuff that it just makes it seem very... I'm glad there's a crew. I'm glad they're doing something. I'm not saying this is bad. It's just we could have got here and we could have got here a lot stronger too.
Guys, joining you now, the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo.
You guys know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You have a guy in your crew who already beat the world champion in like 30 seconds. So why are you going a roundabout way of giving the title to Samoa Joe and stuff? It's like, what?
But I set my sights on the AEW
Why would you do
World
such a
Champion
thing?
Toni Storm.
If I have the gun that ended a war already, I wouldn't be like, oh, let's hire some other people to make a gun for us.
Send her people a screener, and she'll be reminded when I make my in-ring debut this Saturday on Collision.
Oh, Collision.
So this Saturday on Collision, huh? Are we all
Who's this?
in for a treat?
Red Velvet.
Because I will be making my AEW Collision debut as well. So I say you get in the ring with this AEW OG and we can stir it up.
Stir it up, stir it up.
Is that your stirring arm? Yeah. Good to know.
Stir it up, stir it up. Wardlow is into the group setup. Even if you're gonna set him up, you could put the title on a guy who's already in your group. Like, doesn't that sound like an easier way to set somebody up than put the title on somebody who isn't even part of your group? There's a lot more variables with you trying to put the title on somebody who doesn't even work with you, who's feuding with other people, who like has separate ideals going on and stuff. It'd be a lot easier to bamboozle somebody who's already in your crew than it would be to bamboozle Samoa Joe. Yeah, that's Hot Dog. The Hot Dog Rampage booking, the Hot Dog Collision booking. Oh, hey, you're here. I work here too. Let's fight. My favorite stuff, man. But hey, at least we get Red Velvet, and at least Deonna's going to be in action sometime soon. This Saturday. Yeah, if you have the ultimate weapon that beat the world champion in 30 seconds or whatever, handily, with no nonsense, no interference, no help, no necessary interference, nothing at all. But you're going to go roundabout and take like 4 months to use some other person from some other crew. It's just, I'm glad that the Undisputed Kingdom exists, but it's just, we got to this weird spot we're in right now because they tried to do some wrestling booking stuff instead of what really just makes sense right away. It's the thing that I keep on saying, like, long-term storytelling doesn't mean you just take a long time to tell a story. It's the story needs that amount of time to come together or to reach its important conclusion. You know, the Lord of the Rings is not good because it's a long story. It's good because it has good characters and it takes them a while to get where they're going, and everybody involved has an arc. Nobody says, oh, Lord of the Rings is good because it's this many pages. Like, that doesn't matter as much as the story itself. And when you already have a logical conclusion, you could just go from there instead of being like, oh, let's go roundabouts that people say we have good long-term storytelling. Like, that doesn't... How long your story takes to tell is not the main idea of telling a story. You know, you don't tell a story about walking to your mailbox and take 5 months to tell the story unless the whole story needs to be told in the most minute details. You just tell people, I went to the mailbox, I got a package. This is what was in the package, you know, unless the journey was just that epic, but it's not. So just get to the point. Just have Wardlow beat him, and then you can deal with how Wardlow's going to turn on the squad or how the squad's going to turn on him. Just get to that point.
Your main event tonight is a tornado tag team match where anything goes and falls count anywhere. Introducing at this time, the Nature Boy.
Oh. Woo. Exactly, Robert Song. I have no problem with the faction. I just think that I'm seeing the writing on the wall that they're just taking a long time to get to the point. Wasn't Omega Red the ultimate weapon? I'm not sure. Did they call him that? They got JR out here. Wings. Tonight. Ric Flair does look to be moving around a little bit better than what I've seen recently. 21-time world champion. How much of that was from bad creative, I wonder? It's him. Sting! Sting! Dang. Ric Flair is here, guys. Go to the mailbox, pick up a package, trip on cement on your head. If the neighbor point at the other neighbor and say you're next. That's the start of the story. Yeah, but you see how quickly you told that? That's probably how long it should take to tell that story. The Don Callis family is here. Who's Roderick Strong? Oh, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he fought, Roderick Strong fought Brian Keith. So Unsolved Mysteries, Powerhouse Hobbs here. Let's go.
We're seeing two young thoroughbreds coming here right now, but
so he's gonna go over here.
Maybe one of the worst human beings I've ever been around. And I've been around a lot.
La 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 la. That's definitely the Unsolved Mysteries beat. It's really nice to see Konosuke Takeshita actually out here more often. He was just MIA for a while. The way he tossed Darby, I loved that Konosuke Takeshita and Darby Allin match. That was so good. You remember the video game Street Fight? They had Paul White still going?
And that makes it dangerous, as you know.
The stinger with the chair.
Street Fight? I don't think I remember that. Street Fight. I know Street Fighter. But I don't remember Paul White.
Now we've seen some wild moments here at David's place, and our homecoming.
Here we go. All right, I think this is another foregone conclusion type of match, but we've seen surprising things tonight, so maybe we could see a different outcome.
Tries on your body, I promise you that. It's tough.
Team Dawn. Team Sting.
And Sting. I'm thinking back to the the match with Sting and Darby Allin versus Ricky Starks and Hobbs.
Absolutely. And those, I remember
All right, the prediction is open, guys.
right here in Daly's place. Oh my God, look at this.
This is the last fight of the night, as far as we know.
Sting using that road case. Sending Hobbs.
He's gonna jump off Ric Flair's head. Get thrown down the steps. Oh, that'd be a nice throwback. Literally. Yo, WB.
Attitude, strength, quickness.
Look at Konosuke Takeshita pointing right at Ric Flair as he delivered that chop to Darby Allin. Ric Flair did not seem impressed.
Oh my goodness, it's WB Mania.
I'm impressed though. Those are nasty. Some heavy chops.
Yo, WB, thank you for the bits, man.
From Takeshita at Ric Flair.
WB stands for Wise Bits now. Wise Bits.
I mean, that's gotta hurt like hell.
If you're just tuning in, this match is
Thank you very much.
Balls count anywhere, right?
WB, thank you very, very much. He said Brody Lee, yeah, man. They did a good job of making it about him tonight, but I just don't like how we got there.
How about the match these two had a week ago?
Oh my God, slammed him right on his neck, dude. He did the rolled through suplex. Dude, that had to really hurt him. That had to really hurt. Like, there's a way to be resilient and flexible and stuff, but that had to really hurt, man. He got slammed right on his neck by a 240-pound guy.
Of course they will. I saw online where Callis said he didn't mind beating up a senior citizen.
That was ridiculous.
That's very disrespectful.
Ouch, man.
Don might be considered a senior citizen, but I digress. What the hell
There's
is
a table with Darby's face on it.
That's Darby Allin's eyes, maybe.
I think you're right.
Okay. Either way, I mean, you see Sting. It happened.
Yeah, man. That hurt me just looking at it. Like there's a way to catch a suplex, and then there's a way to not catch a suplex, and that was the latter.
To get to his feet. It looks like he's Taz. He may be having a hard time drawing a deep breath.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe
Darby's hurting for certain, man. I really hope he's okay.
Plus, it seems like Sting is having a hard time breathing.
I feel like this guy's trying to go out on his shield sometimes. Like if I'm gonna stop wrestling, I want it to be because I just get destroyed in front of everybody. If AEW didn't have this TV deal they'd be done for, I don't think so. Tony's so rich, man. He's got $1 billion. There's wrestling companies who have way less than that are still running.
These two guys are the wrong guys to be dealing with, meaning
I don't think they make that much off of their TV deal as it is. Like not enough to pay all these paychecks. They don't make enough off of TV to pay for all these stars they have and all the production crew and stuff. I don't think the TV contract is what's keeping them afloat. It's Tony Khan's money. His dad's money, I should say.
He used to be one of my broadcast partners back in the day.
His dad invented a thing that like all car manufacturers, not all car manufacturers, but a lot of car manufacturers have to use. It's like a bumper thing. So that's where all this money is coming from. Automobiles. Dang, man, I hope Darby's okay. That was a hellacious slam. Right on his neck.
Oh, they're setting this up here.
You don't think his ego would survive? I think he'll just find a way to pivot. You know how he does, man. He always finds a way to make it like, oh, we're doing great. I think he'll be all right. We're doing great. We're putting on the best shows we've ever put on. He'll just say something like that, and he'll make his own streaming service or something.
Sting's still hurting, fellas. I'm concerned, Tony.
I don't think he actually owns those teams. I think his dad does, but he lists himself as like a co-person, and he has something to do with them, but I don't think he actually owns the team.
This is an amazing tag team matchup. Didn't think of anything less, but oh my God.
Nice spot. Oh my goodness. They just tossed Darby.
Has headed that bottom rope too, which is tight.
Yeah, I don't think he actually owns them. I think he's like in the office and he's partial co-owner or whatever because his dad lets him be. I might be wrong on like one of those, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't outright own the Jacksonville Jaguars or anything.
Who may not be able to recover. Look at his teamwork here, Darby Allin, like you said. Just look at that rope.
That was a crazy cool spot, man. Yeah, his dad.
What the hell? Ric Flair. No, Nate, don't do it. Nate, you don't belong in there.
Nature Boy's in the ring against Powerhouse Hobbs. He chopped Powerhouse.
Maybe the greatest that's ever released.
Woo. He poked him in the eye.
Dirtiest player in the game. Sting seizing on Takeshita.
Dude, Ric Flair is actually in the ring right now.
It's disturbing what these men.
He chopped Powerhouse Hobbs and then he poked him in the eye. He owns Fulham. Oh, this is crazy. I'm glad they saved this for last because I think if any of the things that we've seen in the last hour of this show were to be the outro, then this show would really end on not the best note. This has the opportunity to be a good ending.
What happens to
yeah, I'm scared every time I see Ric Flair doing anything but walking now.
In this type of match on the outside.
And Darby on the back of Takeshita. He's trying to put
What's this? Oh no. I thought he was gonna slam him on the lights.
Steel wins every time.
This match looks weird. It's chaos.
Disastrous for Takeshita. Man, AEW is delivering the goods big time. Darby, where you going? Where you going, son?
Darby's going up to the top of the crowd. Oh my goodness. Coffin drop. The coffin drop off the top of the crowd.
Konosuke Takeshita, Darby risking it all.
Owns Outer World? What's Outer World?
Daly's place in Jacksonville, our home base. For so long, cannot believe what they're witnessing.
Where you going, son? I like that line.
It's an AEW exclusive. It's a coffin drop off the top of the bleachers there.
I'm glad Jim Ross is out here. It's a nice, nice little cap on this.
That is just concrete with a thin layer of carpet over it.
Oh, Shao Kahn. Outworld? I see what you're talking about.
Sting. Taz, I think this has been the most Jeopardy we've seen Sting in the entire time he's been here in AEW.
Netherrealm, I think, is what you're talking about. Is it Netherrealm?
Well, what the hell's Hobbs going to do?
Hobbs carrying Sting. Oh, remember, picture in picture. Takeshita and Hobbs set up those tables. Oh, wait a second. Sting fighting for his
Oh my god, no.
That death drop. Sting trying to overpower.
Scorpion death drop off the stage through the oh my goodness. Through the table. The table didn't break, it just gave out. It's like I can't hold this. Oh, it did break. It's like a little fracture on the edge. But mostly it just gave out. Got him. Nice ending. Very nice ending, dude. I'm so glad he didn't kick out of that. Good ending. I'm glad they didn't pin Takeshita here, but it is kind of does kind of suck to see Powerhouse Hobbs take the pin. But hey, if there's ever a way to get pinned, it's getting Sting's finisher off the stage. Like, yeah, that's a good way to get pinned. I got to give it to him, man. That was a very good ending to a show that was in somewhat of a free fall of a downward tick. The show was not going like this. It was going like this. Good ending. Like I said, I'm glad that they saved this for last. If this would have happened earlier and they would have hit us with like that women's match or that the Ricky Starks match with Sammy Guevara or whatever, that we wouldn't be here right now. They saved it, man. Yeah, there were 2 tables, thankfully. There were 2 tables, thankfully, because that first one they flew completely over it. If it was just up to that first table, that would have been a disaster. So smart on them. Good coverage when it came to keeping people safe. I hope Powerhouse is okay. It did look like he came down kind of hard on his neck, and there's a lot of weight behind that. Yeah, you see that? The way he rolled through that could have been bad right there. That could separate things. But I hope he's all right. It looked like it could have been much worse, but I've seen spots that look less dangerous than that take people out for months and months and months. So I hope he's all right. But that without knowing how okay he is, I'm going to say that was a good ending.
Listen to these fans, would you, my God? Take a breath here.
Bitcoin.
Look to America here, because March 3rd is rapidly approaching. It's your last match. It's at Revolution.
Teams sing at 99% of the XP on them.
Fans will be watching on
That's true, man. They've been selling a lot of tickets for the Sting retirement.
For your final match, who will your opponent be?
Oh, he's going to say Darby right here. Am I going to be right? I hope I'm right. The Young Bucks are back. This crowd, dude. It could not be more different than the way this started. The crowd sentiment, the reaction, just the overall idea, it's so much different than the way this started. It is the homecoming of the Young Bucks, though.
And now are they calling out the icon, Sting, for his final match? I have no idea, but it's not a bad idea. If this is how you're going to return back to active duty.
Nick Jackson came out with the freshest little mustache and the white suit and V-neck. His V-neck goes down to right here, by the way. It's not like a normal V-neck. It goes down to like right here. They're wearing black and white. They're like yin and yang right now. I wonder if that's the start of an angle between them or something.
Jackson certainly given Sting and Darby Allin.
Oh, don't do it, man. This is what they're gonna do. Man, I really liked my idea, but
You guys have called that match Sting and this last one. Loved it. Well, this is interesting, though. JR,
I really liked my idea of Sting versus Darby, and then Darby gets the win, and you know they hug, and the crowd goes crazy, and it's just the passing of the torch. I think that's so much better and more poetic as Sting's last match, and his only loss in AEW is versus his protege, and I just think there's so much more story there than, oh, let's fight the Young Bucks.
Saturday night for a lot of folks.
Like what? Come on.
And there it is, official for next week. Samoa Joe looks to make his...
It's like some Jericho level stuff where you just like try to hop on the hype train. You know what's hype? What's hype? Who's got it? Who's got it right now? Oh, Ricky Starks. Oh, who? You know, it feels very hype vampire-ish. I really hope this is not the direction they're going, but he didn't officially answer who the final match is going to be, so I'm hoping that they can see, because Tony Khan is a stat guy. He really likes the statistics and things. I hope he can see the reaction to this is just hopefully ice cold. I mean, I'm not on Twitter right now, and all I'm doing is hanging out with you guys. So I'm just seeing you guys' reaction, and I'm seeing a frozen chat. So to me, that doesn't seem like the best spot to be at when you're talking about a pretty much sold out pay-per-view that has sold out based off of just Sting's last match alone at this point. Seems a little underwhelming for how enthusiastic the reaction has been to the possibility of seeing Sting's last match in terms of ticket sales and just overall hype and just the feeling that I'm getting from people wanting to see that. We'll see, though. Let's have ourselves a little chat. it's time for the chat about the Graps. Welcome, everybody. Grapple Chat is on the air. It's large and in charge. And we just saw Sting and Darby get challenged by the Young Bucks without them saying anything. Young Bucks have returned. It is AEW Homecoming, and I'm noticing that Tony Khan is naming a lot of his events in a way where if you have hindsight, you could see exactly why it's called that. And he needs to be careful of that, I would say, in the future. It's a good thing because it does put a stamp on it like, yeah, see, I told you. And I feel like throughout the show, he's having fun, and I've done the same thing. I have a wrestling promotion that I've been running for, gosh, maybe like 8 years. And one of the best things is when you know, but you could see it, you could see what you're doing, but other people don't know, and then like seeing that reaction and enjoying knowing that it's been in front of people the whole time, and like you've given them clues, and then you can tell that they're realizing it as it's happening. I know this feeling, and I know what he's chasing, and it is a good feeling, but it becomes, I wouldn't say a crutch, but it becomes something that can become expectable and also kind of mess with the surprises that you're setting up. If you know what I'm saying, if you know what I mean. But overall, I do like that he's doing that, but he needs to be careful to mix it up a little bit more, because it's been back-to-back. World's End, Homecoming. Like, if you know those names and you look at what happened during these events, you can tell that he's inadvertently telling you the story ahead of time. So I'd say he needs to mix it up for a couple more months and not do it so often, you know. Give us time to breathe and expect things, and then have it come short of that, and that way when it happens again, it'll come together and give us that feeling again, because it's starting to get to the point where it's like a Homecoming, World's End, you know. Don't do it too much. Take a second. So it's time. Welcome, everybody who's listening to this after the fact. Please leave a thumbs up if you're listening to this afterwards, if you haven't already. We're going to get into everybody's score who is currently watching the live stream, and I am very interested to see what you guys thought. One of the things that I do here on Grapple Chat is it's not just my review, it's our review. It's everybody who's live on the stream at the moment gets to tell me their score for the show, and then we add those all together and divide by how many people gave scores, and then that's the score. So it's not like one person's score matters more than anybody else's. One of the things that I've heard for many years is WWE sucks because it's booked for one guy. AEW is going downhill because it's booked for one guy. So what would I want to do with a wrestling review show? Should I make it all about one person's review, or should I let everybody's review matter? So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to take what I've learned people don't like and turn it into something that people will like. So it's your time. Let's find out what scores you guys are giving in the chat. Please consider this. The highest score I'll take for tonight's show is a 8.4, and the lowest score I will take is a 7.0. So please keep your score between 7.0 and 8.4. This is not because I'm saying the show sucked or anything. It's just that it alleviates the fanboys and it alleviates the haters. Makes it so that people got to give a thought out answer. Let me get my background music running while you guys are putting your scores in as well. I would say this is probably like the 10,000th episode of Grapple Chat at this point, so I've had a chance to really figure out what happens and what not to do and why I should do certain things. So just trust me on this, guys. Leave a score between 7.0 and 8.4. And we're doing this live. F it, we'll do it live. Get my background music rocking. I appreciate everybody who's hanging out live during the show as well. Without you guys, I'm just sitting here talking to myself.
With Cascade Platinum.
Oh, Cascade Platinum. This episode brought to you by Cascade Platinum. I'm just kidding. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. YouTube, it's not. All right, there we go. We got a little bit of background beat. Okay, that's not too loud, I don't think. But we're gonna turn it down just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so what do we got? Let's see. 7.78 says WB. There you go. Okay, thank you. WB, thank you very much. Ringmaster says 7.4, don't hinder the gender. Ringmaster, trying to stir the pot. I see you. Thank you for your score. Thank you, WB, as well. Robert Stone says 7.6. Yeah, good end. I think that they were in somewhat of a free fall in terms of hype, and they it's that scene from every action movie where the person's falling off a cliff and then out of nowhere a hand grabs them and they're saved. You're not going to splat on the rocks. I think that was the last match there. It grabbed the wrist at the last second. Let's see here. So thank you, Robert Stone. 7.48 says Shrungun. Yeah, this is going to be on the edge of glory right here, I think. Shrungun, thank you for your 7.48. Legato says 7.7, just a little below the cutoff of 7.75. 7.75 is where they get a full point for the evening. Below that is where we start talking about half points or no point. Thank you very much, Legato. Drewski said 7.0. Dang, he's trying to put him down. Drewski did not like it. Thank you, Drewski. YouTube, you're allowed to give scores too, so make sure you chime in. I'm getting an abundance of the scores from Twitch right now. Thank you, Drewski. J-Rock says 7.495592. Oh, we got the Panda Paw. Thank you, J-Rock. Excalibur is next with the 7.35592. I don't know if I said your score right, J-Rock, but I typed it in right. So I'm sorry if I didn't say it right, but you'll see. It's on here. I hope I said it right. Thank you, Excalibur, as well. I got it. Goki says 7.6. 5592. Panda Paw, we got it. Radio says Goki, by the way, thank you. Radio says 7.75592. The Panda Paw. Thank you very much, Radio. I got you. Alright, any other scores? Any other scores? You got 5 seconds. 4, 3. All right, I don't know if Panda wants to give a score, because Panda was into this show a little bit. I'd say more than usual. Panda, did you want to give a score or no? She doesn't normally score AEW stuff, but she does seem invested in some of the superstars, so a lot of the people that she was invested in did appear in this. Alright, I'll give my score. I do appreciate people hanging out in here, even if they're not really into AEW that much. I feel like it's good to give things chances, and it's also good to if you have people in your life who are into certain things and you really do like them, it's cool to kind of learn what they like, and because if you like them so much, what they like is part of them, it's part of their personality. So and that's the way I've found so many good things in my life. I didn't used to like sushi, but other people that I like introduced me to it, and I was like, all right, I trust you. And now sushi is one of my favorite things. And that's the same thing with different types of music, different types of movies. I'd be a very in a box type of person if I only liked what I've liked since I was watching Ninja Turtles on, on Saturday morning cartoons or whatever morning it was. I'd be a very limited person if I only liked what I liked from the very beginning. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out, even if you don't really rock with AEW. I think it's good to give stuff chances, and there's a lot of people here who were in other wrestling companies, a lot of other ideas, and a lot of other presentation aspects that are the same from other places. So it's not as far removed. I just think that the execution is a little outside of people's comfort zone or outside of people's tastes sometimes. So, gosh, man, this is a show of two halves. Once again, I feel like this is the main thing that I end up saying in these AEW reviews is that there's one half of the show that I think was great, and then there's one half of the show that I think needed help. And there's nothing about this show that I think really steps outside of that box. I think that box and that review is something that I've said more about AEW than I've maybe ever said about anything else I've ever reviewed. A tale of two halves. The first half of this Dynamite was on track to be in the running for probably it'll be up there as best Dynamite of the year. And I know we're early, but I couldn't find a way in that first hour that really wouldn't leave it in that situation. But then the second hour happened, and it was just, man, everybody and their grandma's out here. 115 entrances that last 30 seconds or whatever. It's like you're giving people star type of entrances, but then you're cutting them off at the knees, you know? It's like having a gymnast, and then as soon as they run, you know how it is when gymnasts are out there, right? They do a routine and they get to the corner, they square up their feet, and then they start running, and then they start doing all these flips, and then like it's like if somebody squared up their feet and they're in the corner and they start running, and then the camera cuts away and they just start talking to the announcers. It's like, that's what it's like when you have people coming out here to these like cool theme songs, cool entrances, and then just cut away. Like it's like 30 seconds. Okay, cool. You're done. You're done. Next person. You effectively cut the knees out of somebody who's trying to have a star-making situation, and by just cutting each match short by 1 minute, they could have their full entrance. They're not thinking about it as a star-making potential. They're thinking of it as a waste of time or something. You could tell that the entrances are not something that is being focused on as a storytelling device. And this is something that is very important. You don't know how many people have messaged me about their entrance. Like, the entrance is one of the most important parts of a wrestler, dude, and I hear it all the time. Yo, you got my entrance right. You got my entrance wrong. Can I switch the song? Can I come out 2 seconds later? Can I come out 2 seconds earlier? Can you start the song at 14:01? Like, the entrance matters, man, and wrestling fans know this. Okay, they really do know this. It's just, I feel like there's a culture in Tony Khan's head that he wants to happen that is messing with his ability to create stars, and it goes back. All these details matter, man. They all add up. To me, they're missing opportunities to make more out of their wrestlers, and they're laying more of that on the in-ring stuff. And dude, we saw some really okay wrestling tonight from some people and some good wrestling tonight. But I think the disconnect is where you start thinking that that's where all the focus needs to be. And I got that feeling tonight. There was just so many entrances in just such a short period of time for people to flaunt and show out and be the character. And you know what? I'm sure that makes a lot of these people very comfortable, because a lot of these people are fresh out the indies, or all they've ever done is just indie stuff. So it's probably very nice of them to have to not really portray a character that much and just get out here and wrestle. But as an entertainer, it's not always about what makes you comfortable. You know, how many actors or actresses were comfortable filming a passionate love scene or something? Like, sometimes it's part of the story to the point where you just gotta do it, and you gotta learn how to deal with it because it's a storytelling device. I understand. Tony Khan seems like a very nice and agreeable guy who wants to make everybody comfortable and give everybody a good outlet, but when you are an entertainer by craft, it should be more about who's watching you than you, at least when you're doing your job. So I think that there's a disconnect between character and matches that was very apparent tonight during the last half hour of this. I know you got to hurry up. You only got 2 hours, but the thing is, whose fault is that? Like, whose fault is it that you only have this much time to fit in this super long match with 8 people? Like, you're booking it. You're making that happen to yourself. You have opportunities to shorten it up. Instead of 8 people, you could have 6 people. And then you have more time to build character. One of the things that was really missing from this show was character building. Match quality, always a plus. Always the best things about AEW is the match quality. I'm not going to harp on it, but they turned in some good matches tonight. Downright dangerous stuff with Darby and a few other things. But enjoyable exchanges that really hammered home the skills, the strength, and also some weird random cohesion that happened tonight. I thought that the women's 8-man match actually went off a bit more cohesive than I would have thought it would. So maybe stick these women together more often. Maybe these women have worked together enough to really have that timing. Because I did think the timing was pretty good tonight in that 8-women tag match. I'm going to give this a 7.6. And if that middle portion wouldn't have existed, or if it would have been tightened up or used in a different way, this would probably be a 7.75 or 7.8. I just feel like none of that really worked in that middle, and I can't give the show a supremely passing score if there's a whole portion of it that I don't want to watch and that I just would only watch again if somebody paid me to watch it. But then there's that ending was good, and then there's that whole first hour. So like, what percentage does that look like to you? If the first hour was good and then the last match was good, that to me looks exactly like a 7.6 to me, maybe even a 7.5. But I'm gonna go 7.6 because it had the Daily's Place aspect. The crowd was hype. I'm going 7.6. I think that's fair and square, and I think that it felt like a good show, but not a great show. Not a show that I could recommend the whole thing. I would tell people, yeah, you watch the beginning and then watch the end. Let's do the math. Stalking You's in the house. What's up, man? Oh, Panda's back. What's up? What's up? Had to watch a new show. What's the show, Panda? Let's go. I gotta have my 7.6. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Alright, so it's 82.82. 3352. It's like a weird panda paw right here. Maybe it's like a red panda paw. Divided by what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Divided by 11 equals 7.52. They got it. They got it. Well, they got a half a point. They didn't get the whole point, but it's nice to see them get a half a point out of this, because I do think that that's kind of the tail of the tape tonight. Grimsburg. What is that? What's Grimsburg? So Dynamite puts a half a point on the board. Putting them into what place? We got the Rumble coming up, and the Rumble is the end of the this season of Battle of the Brands. That puts them in 4th place. They're still in 4th place, yeah. But that's pretty good, man. They're extremely competitive with SmackDown. All it's going to take is for SmackDown to miss and for Dynamite to hit. You know? Pretty good stuff. Raw is, they're still in the lead, but man, tis the season, man. We'll have to see how this turns out. It was good. There's only one episode, though, like American Dad. Grimsburg. What is that? Is it a cartoon? Yes. So thank you everybody who was part of the show. Thank you everybody who was part of the review. I'm sorry, Panda, if you wanted to give a score, I'm sorry we missed it, but I hope you liked the show. But there's always more opportunities, man. This is a show that we do multiple times a week. So hopefully everybody who's listening to this will join us next time as well. Even people who weren't in here during this and listen to it after the fact. It's an animated show. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for being part of this. But that was the chat.